What is it?
Why is everyone laughing?
I have no idea. But our cameras look great.
Our cameras are amazing. Our cameras are amazing.
Oh,
There we
He
go.
probably
We're
fixed
fine.
it before we.
we
Yeah,
did
yeah.
it.
He
Yeah.
fixed it before we see him.
God damn it.
Oh yes, I'm
Let's
not.
just find that last camera and hide the Shazam-proof camera. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Delving in Deep. I am Uncommon, Casey, and this is the 6 sexiest people
Oh,
in
I should
D&D.
probably turn off the sound.
Everybody in weird places.
Mm-hmm.
But that's fine. That's what I accomplished when I streamed before the stream. So how's everybody doing today?
I feel like I got a lot
good.
shorter.
Great.
Did you?
I
Were you dwarf
Yes.
from your old height?
I've been trying ever since you got to the point where you started properly counting down until we start. I'm trying to make people laugh so that they're laughing when the thing starts, and I finally accomplished it.
God damn it. Well, whatever that.
I was trying so hard. I was trying so hard
Did
not
you
to
just-
say like, "There's 5 seconds left. Time to deep throat my food."
Yeah, that's what.
Oh no.
So hard.
Also,
I guess
of
I
course,
failed
it's
because I said it
Kyle's
at the
deep
end,
throat.
but
I had a bagel here, and I was like, if I time this right, I can get it in my mouth just before.
The thing is, it wasn't even just you. It wasn't just you shoving it in your mouth. It was the sound that you made at the same time.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Can we get a reenactment? How did that work? Now that
Yeah.
I'm done with the.
have
Reenact
any more
this.
food left?
I need to see.
I have a little. I've still got a little chunk. It's a smaller chunk, but basically just went.
Right before Casey said 3.
I did.
So-
Nice.
I did have an experience yesterday where Brandy had made chicken wings, both boneless and boned, and I picked up a boneless one and ate it, and she said, "Did you just put the whole boned chicken wing in your mouth?" And I caught on quickly, and I made a face of like, "Uh-oh," and I looked at her and started chewing viciously. It went on for a few minutes, and I pretended to swallow it, and then it was good. It was good comedy.
I just like the phrase "chewing viciously."
Couldn't.
That's super amusing. I somehow rolled Eldritch Blast last campaign. I don't have Eldritch
Yeah,
Blast.
you do. We were a warlock.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Did you not remember
That's
getting drunk?
why that's why I had Eldritch Blast with sugar damage.
With sugar damage.
So for those at the end of last session, New Year's Eve, some people had to go do New Year's parties, and those of us without active social lives continue to play D&D.
This is an active social life.
I feel I have like 16 friends right now. They're in the channel.
Casey, 18.
18.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. And my friends would understand my mistake, but so I guess I actually have 6 less friends than I previously counted for. But no, we played a bit in the world of Zezzap. We made the big story beats of that canon, and there is a sugar god somewhere in the world granting power to sugar warlocks. Surprise, Tom. Welcome back.
Or Tom. I'm sorry, Tom.
What? I literally just got here. Prize Tom was the first thing I heard.
There's a sugar god now, Tom. You're welcome.
So there's a 10th god now?
Yes.
No, not a god. God's a strong word, but
There's
Demigod.
a patron out there. There's a
Yeah.
patron out there with sugar powers.
Sugar powers. Okay, it's for Chrolome's cup. Is that where we're going with this?
They're a Fey warlock, if I remember what Casey said
Yep,
correctly.
Fae patron.
Alright.
Yeah, and they were doing stuff with the pumpernickel bread.
Were
Oh.
they?
Yeah.
Also,
Do we know that? Or are we
Yes.
assuming that?
We don't know that.
essentially they had a one-shot that took place in
Jellycoy.
thank you, in Jellycoy. The events shortly after the party left. But some of that maybe fever dream sugar, some of that real. I don't know. We'll find out. That's something to explore in this fantastic world, which is a lot of fun. We told you, you help us make the world.
That feels like now we've reenacted Cats and the Nutcracker.
Right? But with cats.
But with cats.
There you go, Tom. There's that for you.
So
Deal with that how you will,
We're a
Tom.
weird bunch.
We are.
That's an understatement.
getting all the camera stuff ready. When we last left off, a couple of things happened. This is going to take a couple of shifts of the camera to pull the banner all the way over. But the first thing that happened was we resolved the seeds, kind of. We got everybody together. We had a little bit of a conversation between good friends.
Yes.
That's definitely what happened.
And then you learned, and then you ran into more seeds that had completely sprouted into the hold. The chaos flowers had completely sprouted in the hold, almost taking it over. And you managed to neutralize a couple at a time and set off a limited number of effects and rid the cargo hold, at least, of chaos flowers. One of which had legs and was invisible. Good luck, or congratulations, rather, on catching that one. Then, under further investigation, Joy found out that the ship, Joy and Kia found out that the ship was now a living chaos flower. The roots and the seeds had taken hold and had weaved themselves into every nook and cranny of the pixie. It has a developing personality and prefers to be called the Chaos Pixie. The ship and you managed to make it to your destination after some light convincing and creating the rule, and the one rule the planet would follow. They gave you one rule, which was, I'm gonna have to get the wording specifically on a clip, but
I believe it was protect everyone on the ship at all costs.
it was something along those lines. But the wording would probably be very, it's one of those wishes, genies. It's gonna follow the rules.
Monkey fist.
Right.
I think it was don't harm the crew, or
Protect-
don't harm this crew.
Protect this current.
Yeah,
crew.
we're gonna have to go get a clip,
Yeah.
guys. But for now, you're off the ship. And you're wandering through the frozen tundra that is some of the northern islands. There's a mountain 2 days travel away to get to the base of it, which should have the flowers you're looking for to make the concoction to heal Kia's arm, which the purple solid now up to the completely solid up to halfway in the forearm, and then kind of fading and veiny all the way up to the half of the upper bicep at this point. You've managed to make it the first 4 hours into your trip when you came across two ice giants throwing boulders at you from the distance. The wind and the blizzard really limiting your visibility as you push your way through the storm. And that's where we're going to kick off today's game, as you stand over top of the corpses of two ice giants.
Beard trophy from last time. Just finishing that little
Okay.
thing.
Beer
And they,
trophy?
like,
Beard trophy.
beard trophy.
Cutting some beard off
Oh,
of the
beard.
giant I finished.
Okay.
Beard.
I heard beer too.
Oh, sick. Should we start calling you Beard Cutter?
Oh no.
Oh my god, that's
No.
perfect.
Not
Beard trimmer.
cutter.
Oh,
I am
we haven't done
beard
anything with
cutter,
those yet.
and I will crush the goblins.
There we go.
And they like stare at the
Probably.
giant that's in front of me for a second, and then just frown and have like this look of realization of just things that might have been easier. Just cut my arm off and get a hook hand.
But what fun would that be?
At this point, it's not a
mean,
hook hand, it's a
yeah.
hook arm now.
Well, yes, but yeah, back in the day. but it's still smaller.
just a stubby hook. With the arm.
We don't, we don't
Things
have any.
that would be easier. Asking the ship if it can bloom frost willow.
Yes.
Somehow I doubt that any frost willow that ship
I
could
mean,
do.
in all honesty, I'm actually wanting to slightly. If you do want to cut off your arm, given a couple years, I might be able to make a magic prosthetic.
Oh, Casey, what
I
is
don't.
things into the abyss
Couple
do today?
years.
Oh yeah.
Today,
I wouldn't trust me to do
no.
that.
throwing things into the abyss revives a bad guy. Roll initiative.
Actually.
Like 1 hit
Quick,
point
cut
revive,
off,
right?
quick,
Like-
cut off
like
that
one
Yeti's
hit point.
nipples.
1 hit point, right?
So
I can't take another hit.
Wait,
As-
why am I at 1 HP on the roll 20?
as
Sounds fair to me.
Nox is.
Oh, is that from That was from the other campaign or the one shot.
Yeah,
Thank you.
because Casey was using our profile pics for our characters.
Oh, I was. So as Nox is cutting the beard off of one of the giants, a hand reaches up and grabs him on the back as the giant stands to full height, and then tosses Nox violently to the side. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll that initiative for him. Y'all go and jump in on this initiative train.
So my hunter's mark's still active, and so is haste. Then
Let me go
right?
ahead and delete all the current
It's on
tokens.
the other guy though.
Well.
What's on? That's fine. It's a bonus action to move it.
It is.
Yeah,
Ew,
but
our
I'm just saying.
initiatives are
Yeah.
terrible. today.
Somehow these initiatives
Shit.
make sense.
Holy
though.
shit!
Oh, are
Like
we putting
nat
ourselves
1
in
to my
a-
initiative.
Wow.
Is his sword still here?
There we go.
What's that?
Is the Nox's sword still about?
His
Has it been more than 1 minute?
it has.
It has.
It
So
has
that
not been
that
more
works.
than 10, but it has been more than 1.
So I don't have.
That
How
haste
long
would be
is
gone. I
Is
think it was
yours-
a
I
minute.
just
Let me double check.
realized
It
something. This guy fell onto the cliff
is-
below us.
One action, range 30
Oh
feet.
yeah.
It's a minute.
Okay. So I still have my mark though, because that's an hour.
Yeah. I mean,
Good.
hopefully it did not end right as that giant cut up. That would be bad.
All right, so what we're going to
So-
do is I need a dexterity saving throw from you, Connor. I'm going to roll rock damage on you, but you can half it with a
We organize our turn order.
13. You can. I will. Absolutely.
Wouldn't he have needed to grapple me for whatever? Dex save, you said?
Yep. Okay.
Yep, about what I expected.
All right. That will miss. So you dex save and he misses. As you stumble, as you land, you do get thrown. And by miss, I mean you go into a soft snowbank instead of a violent tumbling landing. And we'll put you right there. And I'm going to give him his health back. There you go. First up is Kester. You were quick to react as this giant, the ice reforming around it, seeming to heal its wounds as the wind works its way into the body.
So cutting a giant's beard makes it come back to life. Good to know. Good to know. Scorching ray.
Didn't happen for my uncle.
Okay.
Your uncle's a giant.
He must have cut
No,
beards
I
better
mean,
than
he
you.
No, he cut off giant
More
beards.
One,
He's cut off giant beards, and they didn't come back to life.
3.
Oh, okay.
16, 10, and crit.
16 hits, 10 misses, crit definitely hits. Looks like a total of 23 points of damage.
And we're going to drop back a little bit because that's scary. So 5,
Alright.
10, 15, 20. That's good.
This giant standing, kind of like knee height behind a cliff, steps up and it moves over to Joy.
No.
He will make an attack with his great axe, and he will make a second attack with his great axe. Your armor class is higher than 11, right?
Yes.
He will miss both attacks
What?
as they land harmlessly to your left and to your right. Snow being thrown up.
I get real lucky.
Oh yeah, I have a normal 18 AC now. I kind of liked that 20.
He shouts as he does so, "The ice will consume you all."
Not likely.
Jabo.
All right, Squishy. I think I got enough in me for this. Let's go. So bonus action, move the mark to the giant.
Okay.
Move Squishy here. That's not in his square, right?
That is his square.
Okay, like then here then.
Yep.
I don't like that. He can still attack right there, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then I will move right here. And then I'll do my 2 attacks, and Squishy will do his 1.
Okay. It's like / nom.
Yeah, / nom.
22 will hit, another 11 points of damage. A 17 will hit 8 points of damage.
Okay, so I'll do my 2d6 there for my marks.
Okay. So minus
And the frog.
24.
Don't fail me now, Froggy.
Oof. Unfortunately, nomming unsuccessfully as the giant lifts his ankle up and says, "Bad frog, squish, squish."
No, you're looking at me, buddy.
Maybe you shouldn't have named him Squishy Jabo.
His real name is Doyle.
It's Squishy.
All right.
Focus
Shell.
on the battle, guys.
Alright,
That's my turn, yeah.
run up. That's 5, 10, 15. Yeah, run up and take a stab with the rapier.
Okay.
Hey.
Let me get back. All right, yeah, 26 hits, 19
Nice.
total points of damage with 1 attack as you drive the rapier deep into the thigh.
Disengage and pull back.
Hey, give. He shouts. Kia,
I'm gonna squeeze myself right into there. I can hit from there, right?
you can. Let me go ahead
Okay.
and add this guy. Let me add Snitch
Drop
in
him.
too.
Do a poke and poke.
Ooh, that'll hit. Yeah, totally. 12 points. As you bring your rapier in, kind of right into the other thigh, as he's lifting his legs up and down. House. Knox.
Why doesn't he give me a whiz save for Toll the Dead?
Okay. He
Oh,
gets
that's
a
shitty.
3, so he'll take up 3 points of
Oh,
damage.
wait. That dice didn't roll.
Which one? Oh, the extra
It's-
D12. So roll another D12.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an extra D12.
Awesome, 13 points.
Hey,
That
that's
did look
better.
really low. The giant looks like he's on his last leg as he begins to sway back and
Again.
forth. Yeah, well, his second to last leg now, right? Kester,
Who's got
Oh,
4
man.
legs?
He might.
who's a tripod?
I would like to see that. Firebolt this time.
You don't want to see it.
I don't think you can avoid it.
Don't know that, man. You don't know.
All right, see the firebolt attack. A
Yep.
16 will hit, 14 points of damage as you blast him in the gut. He stumbles back again, falls back down the canyon that he did last time he died.
Should we make sure he stays dead this time?
Just gotta convince people not to throw points into the abyss.
Have we double tapped the one next to us too? Like, maybe we should just.
I double tapped that one. He's
Okay.
You look at the smoldering remains of his skull.
Right. Maybe we should just cut the heads off next time.
Gotta make sure we kill everything now. Just crush the skull.
Knox throws the beard to the beard hairs that he had cut to the wind. Well, can't use those anymore.
They fly away. It's because it wasn't your kill. Is that why you can't use them?
Yep.
You see, this is why I had Nox smash the heads in on all the tailors when we fought those, because you can't trust shit to stay dead.
Oh, I thought it's so that they wouldn't, identify them.
They would have brought them back. Bitches.
Well, I'm gonna double tap the other one. Suppose all I can do is make sure they're dead instead of killing them in the first place.
Hopefully, he doesn't come back while you're double tapping him.
Yep. Nox climbs on top of the giant and.
It's so dirty.
Okay, make an attack. Roll your damage. Okay. You bring the warhammer up, right into, right between the eyes as you bring it down. So the eyeballs bulge out a bit, then pop under the pressure. The skull caves in just a bit in the front.
And then he'll realize he's slid down the hill and look up at you guys. Should I walk around or can one of you give me a hand?
It's like a 20-foot walk. You can walk around.
I'll give him a hand.
Actually,
do you want my thorn whip?
Actually, no. Looking at no, thank you. I will walk around.
Did we have any rope?
One of us
Why
does,
do
I'm
you
pretty
need
sure.
a rope? I have thorn whip.
It's
Yeah,
like a,
nope, no, thank you.
it's like a 20-foot walk around.
His little
It was
legs
definitely
go.
not a. That was a 25-foot walk around. Thank you very much.
Excuse me.
So it was your walking speed around.
Here. Oh, it was 60 feet to here. One to get around the hill. So from where I started to where I am now, 135 feet.
So it took you like what? A couple turns?
That would have
Yeah.
taken me 3 turns because
Yeah.
of my stubby dwarf legs.
His little legs go.
How long would it have taken you? 90. God damn it! That would have taken you 2 turns.
Turn and a half.
All right,
Yeah.
so with the 2 giants fell off to the side, the wind still howling. You know that you could either continue to follow the path north, like you had decided, or to the northwest. Both are routes to the mountain. What would you like to do?
Which side is the leeward side?
What is leeward?
Leeward means the place that's not being hit by the direction of the wind.
Hmm.
So if the wind is hitting the eastern side, the
Mhm.
western side is. I don't know why I did it. But
Yeah.
yeah.
If
The western side's the leeward.
the wind is blowing from the west to the east, you are not going to get to a portion of the mountain where the wind will be blocked by a mountain.
Okay.
You're walking across kind of an open tundra plains right now. When you get to the mountain, you'll turn around and go back because that should be where the plant is.
Hopefully. But if we have to check around the mountain, it's usually better to check the leeward side because that's where stuff can actually plant.
That makes lots of sense.
Nature Druid, why don't you tell us where the leeward side is because this is all out of character.
Why not the ranger?
Or the
Yeah.
ranger, either one of you who knows how to walk through a woods and not get lost.
This might be the first snowfall Jabo has ever seen.
It is. Yeah, I know where I'm going. Squishy.
Jabo,
We should go that way, towards the mountain.
I've always learned to trust the instincts of an animal.
That's very wise.
Alright.
Are you asking the frog, go give me an animal handling check, please, and then give me a survival check out of Squishy. So 2 rolls.
I have so much better freaking survival, but yes. And, Squishy. I guess I'm just gonna have to click my stats and
So,
look
well,
at
whatever
his
his
stats.
wisdom, yeah.
Yeah, because his wisdom's a 0.
That's just a D20
Mine
then.
is- Yeah, it is a D20. All right, let's do that.
Okay. So you look
Nice.
down to Squishy and you're trying to get him to tell you where to go, and you can see that his dark green skin is looking a shade of blue as he turns south and starts hopping back towards the ship.
Oh, Squishy, are you colder than the scarf helping you out? Do we have any way to keep him warmer?
There's blankets on the ship, I think.
Give me a second to look through my spells.
It is a 4-hour trek back to the ship.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend all day going back to the ship and trekking back here.
And I'm not leaving him, so hop in my arm. Wait, he's giant.
Is he giant?
He's
Yeah,
medium.
He's large.
Well, he's
He's a
medium.
Giant frog.
Okay. I see. I was like, wait,
Medium
what?
size. Is that like
Big-
the size of a pit bull?
Bigger.
No, that's like the size of a me.
Yeah. He can swallow small animals.
Like a
he
pit
would
bull.
swallow
Won't
a
fit
pit
under
bull,
my
yeah.
shirt.
Technically, he'd be about the size of Nox. I'm
Well,
pretty sure.
Jabo, you didn't get any winter clothing, did you?
Yeah,
Oh, you did.
Wait.
Okay.
I thought I did.
Yeah, I
You
thought
did.
we all did.
You all did. You all did.
And I even had frog winter clothes made.
He's cold. I'm not saying he's dying on
okay.
you.
Okay, you're gonna kill me right here. I didn't know what to do. I was like, do I go alone with him? I'm not sending him out to his death. Oh, come on, Squishy. I know it's tough, but I'll get you some really good mitts next time. Come on,
You
come
know-
on.
I have an idea. We could put Squishy in the middle and surround him and warm him with our body heat.
Or we could start
That's a
walking.
no
That's
from
the
me.
best way to
No,
get
that's
your
what I'm saying.
temperature
We
back up.
walk with Squishy in the middle.
I mean,
Either way, we should walk. Let's go.
Yeah.
I think it's a little closer to the action I had.
So Squishy wants to go back home. Obviously,
if
we
we
can't
should
do
go
that.
northwest. If the wind is coming from the east, we should take the northwest path.
Okay.
Okie doke.
Yeah,
Coming
and
coming
I'll-
from the west, going to the east.
Oh well, then in that
Oh,
case, we
then we
should
go
take
to
the
the
north
northeast.
path.
And I'm gonna heal myself as we do this. I am going to spend 2 level 2 slots and heal the fuck out of myself.
Just gonna stand a little bit ahead of everybody, keeping an eye out for anything until we get moving. Oh,
Okay.
I guess we're moving.
Well, and you're also. All right, let me pull up my map so I know what's coming up in your direction. So go ahead and just, this is one of those token exploration moments. Feel free to continue
Oh.
walking
Is
in
this
a direction.
What is this like
how
a?
solid is that water?
Yeah.
Yeah. How
that
is
water?
this?
Completely
I think it
frozen.
is.
From completely frozen over from what you can tell as you approach the frozen lake or frozen riverbed. It seems solid. Light dusting of snow having been blown over it.
Is there a large rock I can grab nearby?
Sure.
And
Nox
as
will
he's
grab-
going to like throw a large rock.
No, I'm not throwing it.
Oh, you're just gonna place it.
Place it here
Bowl it.
and slide.
You're
And he pushes
sliding.
it as far.
Okay.
Just
are we
trying to see
playing?
if there's a clear path along the river.
Are we playing a game?
Well, if you throw it left to right, is that what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm trying to like follow the curve of the river.
Oh, yeah.
This, my friends, is how curling was invented.
On that note, give me an athletics check. You damn athlete.
Jerbo, do you have like a broom or something? I feel like we need to clear this snow off, make it a little easier for it to flow.
Why would I have a broom?
I don't know.
Why would that's a weird request, Nox.
And we got a broom back. on
I
the
believe
ship.
we have a mop.
Yeah, but it's on the ship.
You push the rock along the ice and it skates, it spins, it blows the dusting of snow to the left and the right. And then nothing happens. It disappears into the darkness.
All right. Well, at
Let's
least
just
we know.
stay off of the water.
Yeah, that's
We,
just
we could traverse next to it.
yeah. That
Well, we're
seems
going to the east, right? Which
We're
means we
going
need to go-
north.
north.
I thought we were going northeast. Never mind.
There's one path going northwest and one path going north.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
Can I
It was a
just?
path east, I would say we take it, but
I mean, water flows down,
Yes, it
and
does.
we need to
Yeah.
get.
let's get on the
mountain.
let's cross the river here, like this, and then go north.
I mean,
One at a
follow.
time.
I mean, we're right in the fact that following the river would bring us to the mountain directly.
Yeah.
After seeing him skate the rock, can I just run and just slide across the?
No, sure. Go ahead and
Like
give me
socks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Please don't fall.
acrobatics.
Please
This
don't
is-
die.
As
I
you
only have my thorn whip to rescue you.
you plant your 2 feet solidly and just kind of surf across the
Casey,
frozen
my
ice.
token disappeared.
Oh,
Wait,
and then
give
on
me a
that
second.
day, you missed. She disappeared. All right, let me grab your token from the.
She's the whole reason we're here.
well, everyone go home. Let's just go home.
That would be tragic. If we lose anyone, it's most tragic
Thank
if we
you.
lose
Wait,
her.
You're welcome.
is Snitch with us?
He is.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, Snitch
way
is right
behind
there.
us.
Okay.
All right. So as you continue to travel,
Oh jeez.
as you
Slide down the
continue to
hill.
travel for the remainder of the day, the sun begins to settle. The wind lightens up a bit, but the area gets dark.
We should find a place to make camp, preferably something with a wall against the wind.
Holy shit, guys! The world just ends right here.
It's the
What
beta
magic
patch. You
is
need
this?
to buy the DLC.
What's
Just-
a DLC?
Downloadable. I'm not doing this.
Casting.
Downloadable casting.
All right, let's go ahead and move. I'm gonna move you off the screen for a minute. Go ahead and give me a survival check, as you're looking for a good place to camp for the night.
From each of us.
Whoever would like to, at advantage.
I give a guidance to.
I'll-
Oh, damn it! You rolled already, Jamie.
Yeah, but I have a
Really
plus
need to
7. That's really
Move
good.
copies of the title map.
Yes,
to
but I was
better
going to give
places.
you an extra D4 just in case.
All right.
Swap.
Would you get? I have not looked at that line. Okay, so with the 17, you only spend another 15 minutes on the trail as night starts to set in deep, and you manage to find at least a cliffside that is nestled against the wind. I'm going to bring us all the way back to.
Oh, look,
Here.
it's Hogwarts.
Didn't actually copy that map over. That is unique.
I found Kia.
Wait.
Yeah, my old me.
1 second, I need to
yeah,
do some
you're
deleting
far
of
away
other
in the-
tokens.
You're far away in the southeast.
Oh, there I am. My doppelganger exists, guys.
Wait, is she in the southeast? I'm
Yeah.
missing things now. Yeah, she's in the southeast, because that's where you are now.
Okay.
So all of you are.
She's in the far right corner.
There's 2 of me.
Oh shit, is that where she went all the way over somewhere?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's the far right corner.
Oh, I see her now. Alright, delete
The
it.
Yeah.
map
Yep.
keeps moving.
Right. So yes,
Amazing.
there we go.
That was, we're in the southwest. She was in the southeast.
Yep, but I'm also
But
in
she
the
was also in the
southwest.
southwest.
Yes, she's in 2
Doppelgangers,
places at
guys.
once. Doppelganger. We need to kill both of them to find them.
Oh jeez.
Sacrifice
nothing
the
wrong with this.
Zacchaeus to gain access to the shrine.
Sacrifice. Sacrifice.
Oh,
Could also be a changeling.
remember that time we accidentally created
Are we?
language of demons?
So I'll
Kyle,
take
with just,
first
like,
watch
improv?
since I can't see in. Oh wait, I have my watch route on me. I can take whatever watch I want. I would like to take third watch so I can get a full rest in.
I'll take the darkest dark watch.
I will go
watch
into
my
sentinel
eyes.
mode, so all the watches and resting.
I'll take first watch.
I'll take last watch.
That's third.
Third watch. I'll take third watch.
I guess I'll be second.
I also
People
take
on
out all
third.
my fancy clothes and I pile them on the frog when it goes to bed.
Okay.
So cute.
So
Yeah,
you
he does look pretty cute in those, huh?
No, I meant
You
you,
drop a bunch
taking
of
care of
chains
your
on him.
frog.
Well, of course, it's Squishy, my partner.
That's when you realize you put a bunch of chains on him and he starts freezing in the cold.
She is happy.
So, any thing for? Are you making any fires for warmth?
That
Yeah,
would
that'd
be
probably
That'd be a good
wise.
idea.
Yeah.
It'll go badly, but let's do it.
All right. One person, easy survival check or magic. Your call.
I got +7 to survival. I don't have a spell to create fire.
If we have wood, I can make fire.
We have a tinderbox.
I have a firebolt.
Oh, that's also fair.
Right.
I don't think there's any tailors on this island, so I'm not too worried about magic right now.
We could be
Not
so
yet.
wrong and so fucked.
If we are, this is my fault, and I'm terribly sorry.
Plot twist, we
Turns
have
out
a
this is
base.
where the
Secret
Taylor home
bases.
base. Yeah.
This is actually where the wizards they keep alive. This is where they keep them.
Oh God, this is the Taylor's version of the gulag.
They froze out here. It's terrible.
Instead of working in the mines, they have the wizards like We want magic items. We just want them to belong to us.
I wonder about that.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So, did you give
I'll
me a
give you
survival
a
roll?
here, I'm rolling it now.
Okay, that's easy enough. You managed to find fallen wood under the
Not-
snow.
Not a good survival roll.
You get a fire going, and with some help of others, you continue to build it up, and everybody de-thaws just a bit for the day. You return some warmth to your bones. Right up against that nook, you find
Eat your good berries. I'll make you some more.
Nom nom.
right against
do the
that
thing
nook you
again.
find protection from the wind. What thing?
Because this guy said nom nom nom. I was like, I could do that thing again.
do it. Do that to the good berry.
What
Good
are you
raise up,
talking
big enough.
about?
And I need a perception check from the first watch.
That's just me. I'm the only
Yeah, because
person
mine's
who's-
passive, right? I can't do a
Yes.
roll.
Yes.
All right, you guys ready for this nat one?
What is J-Bo's
Yes.
passive?
Don't
Oh, I'm looking at it right
not
now.
one.
13.
Okay, so both of you peek in at a 13. From your location, you kind of circle around to the higher end of the cliff and back down, back to the fire. It's hard to see with the wind and the darkness. Even if you had dark vision, the snow pierces, or the snow makes it really hard to see. We'll just say that. I'm looking for a good word. It makes it hard to see. But
Obscures your vision.
what both of you do think you hear, in the distance to the north, growls and grunts. You hear it, you wait, you hear it again. It doesn't seem to be approaching, but there's something that way for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep the rest of my watch near the north, and when it comes time to switch, which second watch was Sky, right? Yeah, second watch is Kia. So I'll kind of shake Kia awake and go. I'd keep your eyes tuned to north.
Alright.
I heard some sort of growling or hunting. I can't really see it through the snow in the dark, but I heard it.
Okay. I'll keep my eyes out.
Alright. Have a good watch.
Have a good rest.
Thanks. Lay down.
Okay.
Back to the fire.
As everybody seems to be getting closer and closer to the fire as the night attempts to refreeze your body. You see they've all subconsciously kind of scooted closer. It's almost a pile of bodies. But everything seems safe and under control. Kia, give me a perception check, please.
Can I do, knowing, or with the knowledge that Shalt gave me, could I do a stealthy patrol around the camp?
If you'd like to.
Okay.
Give me both a perception check and a stealth check.
There's that stealth.
Damn.
Perception.
Damn.
Okay.
And you've got Drow superior dark vision.
Yeah.
So, what I'll tell you, let me get your token and double check what I have your vision set at. Okay, I'm going to leave it at 60 for now.
Okay.
Just because of the snow. And you may move your token however you'd like to.
Okay.
And I recommend one square at a time. And we'll try to follow you.
Fire.
What's that?
I said, "Oh, she walked through the fire."
During this time in sentient mode, would I still be able to use like a short rest dice while I wait for the long rest?
Oh, absolutely. Everybody gets that if they wish. As Kia, you walk through and away from the fire.
I'm too fast.
No, you're fine. I'm just describing. And I'm trying to follow you on the camera, but
Yeah.
you come to the path waves around, and less path and more where the snow has been blown away, and you get to a frozen lake as the path bends around to the east. And you're only about 60 feet away from the camp. You can kind of see the light flickering in the wind from here. And it's at this point where you spot a
Roll initiative.
set of footprints, right? On the ice bed that kind of circled around the ice bed and back away from you to the north.
All right. I'll start heading back to camp then.
Okay.
If it's going north, it's not really
Yeah, it looks like it came down on the lake
going down.
and then
Okay.
left again.
Okay, yeah, that's not a big issue then.
Okay.
Scouting party.
Yeah.
So you get back and
Just like drop down, just.
sure.
Actually, how far of a drop is that?
Ooh, that's a
You're
drop.
back in the fire again.
You're fine.
Okay.
Punish you? No, you take. Give me a save. No, you're fine. So yeah, that's what you saw, with as far as you were willing to go.
I'll go and wake a party member or the next watch then.
All right. That is Joy and Nox, I believe.
I will take one of my watch roots and eat it.
What does that do again?
It gives me night vision
Got it. As the world goes gray, but you
and
can
it
see.
turns my lips red and my teeth red and it's creepy.
So
Yeah.
you watch under the light of the fire as Joy takes a bite into this watch root, and it's red juices. You don't think a root would be juicy, but this is a very juicy root. Think of it like a popsicle. Has completely stained her lips, her mouth, her tongue, her teeth, and just dribbles down the side of her face, like a freshly fed vampire.
Not even asleep yet. Yeah, just that's attractive, Joy.
I'm glad you like it. Plants can do lots of amazing things.
I'm sure.
Gonna guidance myself.
Okay. So this, and I'll say this perception check represents your perception checks throughout the night.
Do you want it at regular?
I was gonna say at regular, but guidance won't help you here.
I can recast guidance over the course of the night.
You're welcome to cast guidance every minute for the entire night. Absolutely. But that's a lot of talking, and that'll hinder Joy's ability to hear and perceive.
Okay.
I got a 24.
Okay. Great perception checks. And well needed, because as you... Wait, Kia, did you warn them about anything?
Oh no,
Okay.
I did not.
So one of you is looking the right direction when...
Which one is that?
Oh, I better take my long rest since
I'm
I
thinking.
got in.
Yeah, you did. You two did. We're gonna go with Jamie because she took the watch route. Joy, you're both. You happen to be looking the right direction, and we're gonna put you here, and just kind of when you're doing your patrols, Nox, you by the fire. As you see a large shape bounding in your direction, Joy. The snarls are hushed and muted against the wind.
I'm gonna call out to Nox and let him know that there's something headed my direction.
This is the third shift, right?
It is the
Yes.
third shift.
Yep.
All right, I'll stealthily go up there with Nox because I'm out of sentient mode now. Then.
Okay. So what
You
I'll
mean
have...
sentry, not sentient mode, right?
Eh.
I would hope.
Don't ask for it.
You're not, I would hope you're not in sentient mode because that could cause some problems.
What I'm going to do
Drop your
is have
intelligence
taken
to
over.
2.
everyone roll initiative.
Oh, okay. I don't get up there.
And we didn't wake
Dang.
up everybody.
I'm going to only make that a one turn issue.
So let me open. I rolled a 15 before I selected my token and an 18 after, so you can decide my fate on that one.
15
DM.
first? Cool. Thank you.
Well, glad we rolled what we did, Jabo.
Yeah.
All right. Did I have?
I don't know. You're not the one with a haste spell.
Oh, I'm mixing.
You
There
don't
are-
have. Never mind.
Casey,
What's up, buddy?
Casey,
Mhm.
I remember last time you made a party of us fight Yetis.
Y'all were level 1.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, we're all level
'Cause-
1. I'm just hoping that the dwarven cleric doesn't kill anybody after this fight.
Jeez.
'Cause it was a
Um,
forge cleric too.
Kia, give me an initiative.
Yeah.
please.
Initiative, okie dokie. Let me just
That's such
make
a
sure.
weird moment.
That was a weird moment, but you know what? I
Hey!
didn't want that guy at our table anymore. So I caved his
Oh, I remember that now. I remember that. That moment.
I should start keeping these notes in my notebook.
Oh,
That is
getting
what it's for.
some messages. Oh, thank you. Spoopy has gotten us the rule. Very cool. Appreciate it, Spoopy. All right, so
What rule?
the Chaos Pixies
rule.
1 rule.
Oh.
Oh,
Thank you, Spook.
nice.
It was we're gonna go with the rule of protecting this crew at all costs, and then if we get a chance, you and I can sow some chaos later. All right. So the scene is Joy. You call out to Nox, and Nox and Jabo begin to work their way back up to the top, and as you get there, Nox, and you squint and you can see in the distance a pack of Yeti moving through the snow on all fours, ripping snow to the side as they bear down on your location.
Bear
Jabo.
down, there he is.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
The Yeti down.
The Yeti down, dude. Let me get that
Uh,
Yeti dance, Jabo. What do you want to do?
That's, I whispered, Squishy, just stay low and hide. I'll be back later. You just stay warm. And so I want him to take a hide action if that's okay.
Yeah, he may. You may go ahead and roll it.
3, 4, 5. Oh wait, no, I can cut corners here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then Froggy hide. That is the wrong tab. That'll be my turn after he hides.
Okay. All right. Next up on the list is Nox.
Right. Yeah. 15 feet forward.
Please do.
Bonus action, Shield of Faith.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't subtract it from before. Okay. And I'll just yell at Joy to get everyone up. Get them up. We're going to need all of them.
Wake any of us up?
I think
Can we
you're
yell at
Yeah,
closer.
you will. It'll only be one round, and all of you can wake up.
Okay. And then action dodge. As I'm just sort of like planting myself here.
Good turn. All right. We're going to go with a Yeti who is super far back. They have a movement speed of 40. And out of fucking nowhere, 80 feet away,
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, because we see another one.
a large beast bursts through the darkness, bursts through the wind and the snow, snarling as he comes up right into your face with no bonus actions. Kia wakes up. Joy, your turn.
I'm gonna stay back here behind this thing,
Okay.
and I will yell at people, and I will cast Moonbeam on the dude that is closest to me. So
Is that the one next to Nox or the one? They're both
the
20
one in front of Nox, yeah.
Okay, got it. And that's a Dex or Constitution save. I keep forgetting.
That is a
Constitution.
con save of 15.
All right, hits a 5, so it will take the 12 points of damage
Sweet.
as this beam of light pierces the sky. And we will go ahead and even give him a vision you can see as that light radiates from him further, and you can see several more on the prowl. All right. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Kester, you wake up. Yeti,
Good.
new Yeti. Where you at? This Yeti, his movement speed will go 80 feet and be here. Shelt wakes up. This Yeti circles around his companions, closes on Nox, and will make a chilling gaze and 2 claw attacks. So the Yeti targets one creature it can see within 30 feet of it. If the target can see the Yeti, target must succeed on a DC 13 Constitution saving throw against this magic. So let me get that. So you will take 3d6 worth of damage. That's 8 cold damage, and be paralyzed for 1 minute.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Well, that means I lose my dodge action.
You lose your dodge action.
So it's just advantage that he has on me.
He has advantage on you, and hits will be automatic criticals. You can repeat that saving throw at the end of each of your turns. It ends on your success.
Well, I think the dwarf's dead, guys.
60 feet.
Nah, you got this.
All
I'm
right.
gonna hit all
There's
three
still
of them
3
next
more
turn.
Yetis.
What's
I'm
your
gonna hit all of them next turn.
22.
22?
22. Actually, wait, I need to make my concentration save. I make it.
So this Yeti bears down with massive ferocity. The claws hitting your magical shield twice and bouncing off. The attacks going straight at your throat, but being repelled by this shield of faith.
The entire time you just hear,
Ooh, who just gave inspiration?
Yay!
Hey! Is there a name?
Is it Des?
It's for
It's
Nox.
Nox. Spoopy
Oh.
to Nox.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, so
I
next
can
time
survive.
whenever you'd like to use it, on your future rolls. All right, next up is, oh, by the way, thank you, Spoopy. You might save him.
thank you, Spoopy.
All right, so then this Yeti, on his turn, this is a distance of lots, so he's going to have to charge as well. We'll get over here. He starts climbing over the rocks to get to Joy, or the snow pile rocks. Next up will be this Yeti back here. That is a distance of...
Yes, come closer, my pretties.
Yeah, the Nox is being appropriately surrounded, as he wishes. This one will make 2 attacks on Nox.
Mm-hmm.
The oh, 1 second. I have to re-roll damage because they hit and they crit. But it doesn't auto roll the crit in this scenario.
Do you still have Shield of Faith?
Yep.
It does. So that's another d6 and a d6, so 2d6 there. So the first
Shield of Faith
claw
concentration.
strikes you
Yeah, I need to roll concentration now.
for 26 points of damage.
Hi, Purple.
And the second strike will hit you for that's 18
How much
points
is
of
the
damage.
How much was the first one total?
26.
So that means that
Wait.
Shield of Faith went away.
No, first one was 11.
No, well, that was
no.
that was the critical damage.
Yeah, that was the extra crit.
So-
It was
Just the
total
crit.
26.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, then 10 does not save. So what was the total damage, Casey?
26 plus 18. So whatever that is.
44. Okay, I'm at 1 hit point.
All right. This one breaks through the barrier, and you watch as the magic explodes away, and Nox's chest is ripped open by 2 vicious claws.
That's not good.
Again, as I said, say goodbye to the dwarf, everybody.
We don't have berries, right? Are the berries still good?
We ate the
Nope.
berries.
Yeah, we ate the
We
berries.
ate
I didn't eat mine.
The last
Forgot about that.
I don't think you're gonna bury me after 4 Yetis.
I mean, we might bury you. It might be the wrong type of bury. Though.
I got you. I'll give you some d6 from as a bonus action on my next turn.
too bad there's two Yeti. No, wait, no, sorry. There's only one Yeti ahead of you.
All right, Jabo. You're top of the order. It's back to you.
All
The
right.
first Yeti, or the last Yeti, charged right up to you, entering your threatened square.
I'm gonna move here, still in the threatened area. Use Hunter's Mark as my bonus action, and use my scimitar twice on it.
Okay. A 14 on a Yeti does succeed.
Okay, and I don't know if that added the 1d6 I
It
added.
Did not.
1d. No, it did not.
Did not.
Oh,
You
okay.
added 6.
No, 6 is my Why did it add 6? Is my dex isn't +6? Oh, +1 with the scimitar and then +5 strength. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, the scimitar is a +1 to hit. So you may have programmed it in as a +1, but it's adding +1 damage.
Oh, I thought they did both. Are you sure?
Yeah, this one was just the
Gotcha. Okay, subtract 1 and add a 1d6. I will change that information.
too easy. 10 points. He takes it as your first scimitar connects.
Okay, and then the second scimitar. Action.
Okay, that hits. 7 plus a d6, or 6 plus a d6. Another 8
Yep.
points of damage with your second strike as you're whirlwind of blades, and you have an offhand, right?
I use my bonus to do the Hunter's Mark.
Oh, got it. Anything else with your turn?
Nope, I'm done. I will fix my weapons.
All right. Looks like you did a significant blow to the Yeti as you rip across his chest. Now you, Nox, at the end of your turn, you may make a saving throw.
Yep. And I might be using my inspiration here.
You break out of it. As the
Okay.
effect wears off, I mean, you can move, and as you turn your head, you can see you are utterly surrounded.
Yeah.
Like, you're so
and
surrounded,
I,
this guy can't
I
get
can't.
to you.
That's the end of my turn, so I can't do anything.
That's fair.
So I'm still on the ground, so they still have advantage on attacks against me.
You're not on the ground.
Yes, I am.
Why?
Paralyzation sends you to the ground. Thank you, Tom, for that.
You could scream. Thank you, Tom.
No,
We
you're
love
not
you.
on the ground. Paralyzed, you're standing. You were standing fine. A paralyzed creature incapacitated, can't move or speak. Automatically fails blah 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 blah. Attack rolls have blah blah blah. Hits are critical hits. Unless incapacitated puts you on the ground.
No. Yeah, you're just stuck standing where you were, basically.
Yeah, frozen.
Okay.
Which Yeti's turn is it?
1 second. Let me go back to
The
that.
one next to the one that
Is right
your
next to
moonbeam
him.
is on.
Yep. So I need a wisdom saving throw from or Constitution saving. He fails.
Takes 9.
All right, 9 points. All right, he's going to make his claw attack on Nox. And Chilling Gaze on Joy. So Joy, I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Is it wisdom saving throw or constitution saving throw?
It was Constitution. Excuse me, Constitution. But you can
Okay.
keep your 16 and just add your bonus, and you'll succeed. Yep, too easy. So Nox, you take 12 points of damage from the first claw.
Yeah, he's down.
Okay,
Oh, I didn't realize I actually rolled that wisdom.
you're fine. I said one thing, and then but you succeeded. This Yeti drops you with one claw, and then moves over with his movement to Jabo and finishes his attack with the second claw.
Perfect.
Jabo takes 8 points of slashing and 6 points of cold for a total of 14 points of damage.
Ouch. Good thing I had fully healed.
Very good thing. Kia.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go engage this Yeti right here. And it's gonna get some stabs.
Okay. All right, that'll hit. And that'll
Okay.
16 points of damage. He looks pretty rough.
Yeah, I'm just gonna action surge that.
Okay.
Because I might as well. Let me just spend a superiority dice.
Okay. Really awesome after every short rest. That'll hit and deal 14 points of damage. Exactly what it needs to fall. As the Yeti takes 14 points of damage. Before it can turn around to find the source of pain, it collapses onto the ground in a pile of fur.
Beautiful.
Joy, you find yourself surrounded by Mini Yeti alone in the dark. Nox, just having fallen next to you. What do you do?
I am going to take my moonbeam and move it around a bit. I'm gonna hit the Yeti. Let's see if you can see this.
Yep.
The first one, so it'll move down.
Okay.
Hit that one, and then I'd like to continue moving it to all of the ones around me.
How many feet
I've
can
got
you move it?
60.
Okay.
And if
then
that doesn't take my 60, I'd like to move it back to hit another one again.
I'm just going to give you pick out the most optimal path. So
10,
5.
20,
You can't hit one
15,
twice because it's only when it enters it for the first time on a turn.
Right,
so you
but if
can't
it
hit one twice.
leaves and
The
comes
first
back...
time on a turn,
Okay.
so that would become the second time on a turn, so it no longer hits.
Hold on, I gotta read that, because I think it's first on its turn.
First time on a turn.
Oh, no, I think she's meaning putting it on someone till it when they start their turn they hit again. Is what I think
So
she's saying.
what happens is your beam will hit each of these 4, and it'll take what's that? 15.
2d10.
It'll take 30. Well, it'll take 30 feet of the movement, and then it won't be able to reach another Yeti other than these 4. So which beam would you like to leave it on for the beginning of their next turn?
Which one goes next?
The one farthest, the one up here. Wait, is it not clicking? It's not going to click.
Of the ones that can hurt me, which one goes next?
This one.
Okay, of the 2 that are like right next to me.
Oof, hard to tell.
Okay, then I'll put it on the one that's farthest away.
Okay.
How are you going to move that?
Move what?
All right,
How are
so
you
let me
moving
roll
the
these
moonbeam?
constant
It's an
saving throws.
action.
No,
I guess-
I know. I'm saying, what direction are you moving the moonbeam? Because I am right in the middle of all that.
She avoids you.
I'm
It's
moving. Yeah, I move it around you.
fine.
I go
Roll your
from 1 to
damage one time.
2d10.
Okay, so it's half when they succeed on a DC 13.
Yes.
So then
15. Sorry, 15.
15. Okay, only one passes the check, so 3 of them take the full damage. As you take this moonbeam that's lighting up the sky, and you just start swishing it around. Yeah, hitting all of them, and that'll be your action, dealing a total of 35 points of damage spread across these 4 Yeti, and you're leaving it up here in this guy on the top.
I'm going to use a bonus action then to cast Balm of the Summer Court and give Nox 3d6 of healing.
Okay, go ahead and
that is 10.
Nox, you come to with 10 hit points now, lying on the ground.
And he gets 3 temporary hit points.
Fancy.
So 13 hit points. Blood oozing out from your armor and dripping down your waist. You feel pretty shit, but you're alive.
I am painting with the moon. That's a good way to put that, sad drunk.
Paint with the singular color of the moon.
There's this like rut left behind from where the
No.
moonbeam kind of drew this figure 8.
Paint with all the silver of the moon.
Nox. Not Nox, Kester.
Not Nox.
Okay, we I was knocked earlier, but so it's fine. Bonus action. War song. Go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 40. Okay, there we go. Shit. Do we want to have Nox blend? No, not Nox. Do we want to have Jabo blend some people or Firebolt? I like blending. We're gonna give Jabo the power of a blender.
Okay.
Haste him. That worked great last time. We're gonna do it again.
All right, Jabo, you have haste as you feel the whatever the mechanisms that power your body begin to hum rapidly. Gears turn faster. All right. Anything else for your turn?
Bonus action. I'm out.
Okay.
That's it for me.
All right. This Yeti up at the top,
Takes
seeing.
2d10.
Oh, he does. After making another attempt at the Constitution saving throw, he will fail it. And he will
10.
take 10 points of damage. He swats harmlessly at the moonbeam, but then takes a step and takes 2 swings at Nox, who has an armor class of
20.
He'll take 2 attacks with his claw. The first one will miss. The second will hit for 13 points of damage.
And he's unconscious again.
He will.
Supposed to stay up, Nox.
I didn't even get up in the first place.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Fun.
He will move over to Jabo, and his eyes will light up in the chilling gaze. And I need Jabo to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Isn't it wisdom?
It is Constitution.
Oh, okay. I thought it was wisdom.
I said Wisdom earlier and corrected myself, and it all worked out.
If it was wisdom, then Nox would have saved him the first time.
Oh, yeah, you should. Yeah.
Oh.
Jabo, the gears that are starting to rapidly spin freeze up, and you find yourself paralyzed in place, blade mid-spin.
Just guys.
Shelter up.
So it's basically 2 turns lost. 2.5 turns, really.
Bonus action dash gets me there, and with the bow, I'm gonna shoot that one.
Quick, somebody, throw coins into the abyss.
No, don't!
Oh, no.
I will murder you.
I used my action surge on that, guys.
Yeah,
21
no.
hits.
All right.
Anyone
Yeah, it does.
So-
anyone who
that
throws
one there?
piles points
Okay.
into the abyss, I will recreate the
22.
scene from Office Space with your legs.
Points of damage as the arrow sinks in deep to the chest.
Your knees are like printers.
Oh,
That was actually a really good sneak attack
Your
roll.
printers are like knees.
Pretty fantastic. Anything else?
That's everything.
That's right.
That
Rogues
was-
are 1 turn.
It's
Yeah.
definitely knees like printers because knees came first.
This
No, it would be printers are like knees because knees came first. They have a satisfying crunch to them.
this Yeti climbs over the rock and makes 2 attacks on Jabo. Oh, that's just clicking the word multi-attack. I have to click claw twice. What's your armor class, Jabo?
18.
All right.
Well,
one-
wait, haste isn't gone. It's just I am paralyzed, right?
yes.
correct.
So 20.
Okay. The first one will hit, the second one will miss, and I need to re-roll I need to add the critical damage. So you take a total of 21 points of damage as one claw digs deep into your mechanical frame.
Oh god, that's a lot.
You hear from below the cliffside a roar of rage. It's definitely not a Yeti.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
No, that's good. That's our friend getting real pissed off.
Little half movement to up here and make attacks on the Yeti. He will get 2 attacks with a great axe.
The alarm off.
Our goblin.
Back to full.
Yeah, maybe. 15 points of slashing damage on the Yeti. There you go. Alright, that is... Now it's a bunch of Yetis' turns. I love fighting myself.
No, Yetis, no.
So this Yeti right here by Joy, you've already successfully batted off the chilling gaze. As it tries to do it again, it has no effect, but it will swing twice at Joy. What's your armor class?
14.
Alright, so 14, the first claw hits, dealing 13 points of damage. The second claw hits, dealing 7 points of damage. As this Yeti rips into you twice, you've blown back and ripped open from the force of its blow.
And you need to make 2 con saves for Moonbeam. That's dope.
That one's not in the Moonbeam. The other one was.
No.
Oh, she
Jamie
make
needs to make.
concentration.
You're right, thank you.
Hold on. What's the first thing I need to do? Is a Constitution save?
You need to make 2 of them.
You're
you're good.
passed. You're fine.
And I take 20 points of damage.
Is that what that added up to? Yeah, yes. The next
Bring
Yeti in the chain attempts to do the same thing. Your armor class was what again?
14.
One will hit for 10 points. The other claw will miss. As these Yetis gang up and surround, they begin to circle you. flanking you on both sides.
But not flanking because we don't do flanking.
Yeah.
Yes. Flanking is also a real word.
I know.
I know. I'm
it's
teasing.
a real
I'm
word.
teasing.
We're playing life without variant flanking, so it's not a word.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. This one here, this Yeti, the Yeti on Jabo will also continue his attack on the paralyzed foe. The first attack hits. Let me roll the extra damage. 14 points of damage as he rips through and causes huge gashes in your body. The second attack will hit. Let me roll the extra
you're
damage.
You're down. Yeah, I'm down.
14 more points of damage.
10.
Yep. Damn, you're rolling above 20s really well.
Yeah, there's a... Wait, what was your armor class?
30.
20.
Yeah, I rolled a 20 and a 24.
45.
At advantage.
It's advantage because you're.
Yeah,
paralyzed.
paralyzed. Yeah.
No, those are still good rolls. These Yetis have
fuck.
been doing pretty well. All right.
I think my
Jabo
haste,
falls and
Jesus.
collapses to the ground. Jabo,
No, Jabo.
send me that death saving throw, please.
Oh, yeah.
/ GR D20.
Yep.
Just reminding you in case you forgot.
Yeah, yeah.
You'd be ashamed to reveal it to the world.
Someone could totally.
I'd say revealed rolls don't count, so just in case that ever happens.
I was gonna say you could probably make it the next person's turn if you want.
I'm just in suspense myself.
The-
You're right. I'm the
the
only
next
one who's going
person's
to
It's the
know.
same person. I mean, it's the same thing.
No.
It's G roll, right? Not GR.
Well, it's GR too. G roll or GR.
Okay.
GR is the shortened version.
Fuck.
Says
Yeti's turn.
Maybe you do need a G roll then? I just...
He is gone. He's out of the order.
Oh, that's the one I killed. Okay.
Kia.
So I'm gonna step over dead Yeti's legs to get to his buddy.
Too easy.
Too easy.
Barely difficult terrain.
I just like the aesthetic.
It's a great aesthetic. That'll hit.
Excellent.
It's only 14, but that's only 1 point of sneak attack you're missing anyway.
Yeah.
All right. 14 points of damage as you bring the rapier into its chest, and he roars out and screams in your face.
I scream back.
Oh.
Joy, you watch... or is that your turn? Sorry, Kia.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Joy, you watch as two of your friends collapse in the snow as you're trying to get a sense of the situation. The Yetis are swarming. The blood of your friend is dripping deep, matting their fur. Noted, Jabo. Thank you.
First thing I will do is send a d6 to each of them, and that'll be the last of my
Ball in the summer court.
Balm of the Summer Court.
Okay.
Oh, can you split it up?
Yeah, it's 6. I get 66, and I can use them however I want.
I'm
Is
just
it-
saying, can you split them up on the same use of it?
Bomb. Yeah, if it's a bonus action, you can. Let me check.
Well, you can't use your action to do bonus action things.
Right,
I'm
right.
not using my action to. I'm glossed.
And
Um,
ally. It's a singular person.
Yeah, I think you have to choose one, not two.
Yeah,
Who
you can't
fell?
split it.
They both fell. Jabo and
Yeah.
We're both down.
They're very much down.
How long have you been down, Nox?
I've been down.
same number of turns as you.
Yeah, you
Okay.
both made the same number of death saves.
I'm sorry, Jabo. Nox is closer. I'm more likely to have seen him fall.
And plus Nox is a healer, so
So 2d6 for
well,
Nox.
Jaba's also a healer.
Yup.
And
Alright.
then
It's
I
all
will.
good.
I can hit. I did the math. I can use 55 feet to hit every single one of the Yetis, starting with the one that's on my left.
Not that I don't trust you. I'm gonna check. Where are you starting from?
I believe it's right in front of me.
Because it was up here when you did it. That was the final one.
Yeah.
So you can
So-
shift, I believe, shift click. No, it's not
I
shift
didn't know
click.
you could do that. Okay, so
Oh, it's wait, what button is it? Ah, God, I just opened it up.
It's right
what
click.
Right click, thank you.
So far away.
So you can do.
The start of your line is a little high.
Sure, I'm willing to give you that.
That will hit some player characters.
Yeah.
Right there.
That'll hit me and Joy.
That's kind of what I looked at. That doesn't hit you.
Yes, it does. 5-foot
It,
radius.
it does not
That-
hit
that's-
Nox. It does cross Joy's square. I'm only if it's going into
I'll
the
take
square.
it.
Okay. All right, we can do that. Actually, this thing would move just like a player, so it would do this. It hits nobody. All right, roll. Go ahead and roll the damage. I'll roll.
It was 4.
Okay, that's still 4 times a number. So let me go in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Constitution saving throws. The first one resists. The second one doesn't. The third one does. Fifth one and the sixth one, or the fourth and the fifth don't save.
And
so.
does it then end on the one over by Kia?
It would have to end on
This one.
right, the way we drew it.
I just want to keep track of where it's at.
Yeah, you blast the moonbeam across all the enemies again, and lights up the areas as each of them take a bit of the radiant damage.
I freaking love that spell.
You've never used it like this. This is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Kester.
Okay. So haste is gone, right?
No,
Yes.
he's
Jabo went
oh,
down?
yeah, he was down. So no, but yeah. You're fine.
Yeah, that's
Unfortunately.
checking that.
I guess is he I mean, if he's hasted and down, I mean, I guess he could just roll 2 death saving throws every turn.
Holy fuck.
It doesn't say per action.
That's terrifying.
Not Final Fantasy Tactics or some bullshit.
So I was just checking to make sure, like, 'cause if I cast another concentration, I don't want to lose. If that's up, I trust someone to get Jabo up. But if it's not, I got different plans.
Okay. It is not up. You don't
It's
have
not
the
up?
haste
Okay.
going.
Good to know. I'm gonna regret this too, but besides the point. So we're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Was that gonna hit Jabo?
What are you trying to do?
I got a 15-foot cone I'm gonna use.
Um,
Oh, we're gonna bonus actions Dragon Breath probably pretty soon here.
So I'll give you a quick ruling. From that square, you would hit Jabo if you tried to hit the Yeti in front of you, and you would not hit the second Yeti.
Oh no, I'm after the Yeti up here. This Yeti and this Yeti.
Okay. If you go 1 square down, that'll be an appropriate cone, I believe. Yep.
So are we in Jabo? Oh, if I do it from right here. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
sure,
fine
I'll
from
take that. Definitely. We're
Okay.
gonna go fire, cause cold.
Sure. So they
So I
need a
need 2
dexterity.
dexterity saves. Yeah.
1, 2. What's the DC?
15.
They both fail.
Nice.
Nice. We need that. For 12 fire damage.
All right. They both take the full 12, but they are both still standing. The one directly in front of you, a lot worse for wear, as most of his fur is singed and black.
I should have did that differently. Oh well.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn.
All right. Kester, give me a Constitution saving throw as the eyes of this Yeti light up and pierce through your own.
That's great. Constitution, you said?
I did. DC 13.
That's fine. That's an 11.
What's your armor class as he makes 2 claw attacks?
It's an 18 right now.
Very helpful. So they will both hit. The first attack will need an extra 2d6, 14 points of damage on the first attack. The second attack needs an extra 2d6. The second attack deals 13 points of damage.
13.
As both of these rip into you.
Okay.
What was I
Is
say?
Dragon's
14,
Breath
13.
concentration?
It is. So we're going to have 2 of these. Keep in mind, these have a +4 to them as well.
Okay.
They're fine. Just even without the +4.
Yeah, you keep those. You keep the dragon breath up. You're at 5 hit points, is what I'm tracking.
Yep, that's
Okay.
what I'm at.
Hmm.
This is fine.
Be
Shall-
careful there.
The wizard is the only one that needs to live.
5'10". Stab this motherfucker.
Okay.
At
Yeah, that'll hit.
Very nice.
least I'm hitting reliably.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Miles points.
That does it. As you deal 17 points of damage, exactly his hit points as he falls to the ground.
All right. And then back to where I was.
Okay. Yeah, you step in, lunge in with the rapier right up the Yeti's jaw into the brain. You pull it out. His body goes limp, and he falls in between the cracks, in between the snow stone piles he's standing on. All right. This Yeti here will turn and attack the Berserker.
Before he does that, he needs to take 2d10.
He will definitely... what's the DC again?
15.
He fails it. Takes 9 points. He shouts into the sky in a huge roar. Unable to do anything about the beam, he focuses attention on the Berserker, who will make a Constitution saving throw against the gaze. He will succeed. 2 attacks from the Yeti. 1 will connect for 11, reduced to 5.
Oh wow, doesn't matter.
The Berserker will go swing against that Yeti 2 times with the Great Axe. Both attacks hit. The first one, the second one dropping the Yeti. Berserkers are good. Okay. Next up, this Yeti is dead. It's this Yeti's turn. Taking a look at his options, he will attack Joy. Your armor class is what?
14.
Both of those attacks will hit. The first one will do... Assuming
down.
you're going to go down on the first one, so he will not make the second attack against you. But you take 14 points from the first claw.
Does he just pivot and aim that second one to Nox?
He would have to, yeah. But it's going to miss on a 14. Unless you're on the ground still. Did you stand up, Nox?
No, he hasn't had a chance to stand up.
All right.
So you're going to have to roll that with advantage.
9 points of damage on the Nox. As the
And
claw
he's
buries
back
in your
unconscious.
chest.
Back unconscious again.
What was the code for death saves for when I need it?
/GR space D20.
No. So you forgot the M. It's GM.
No. What?
You just
Yes.
need GR
I
slash
literally
GR.
just did it.
I
G-
just did it too, Larry. It's /GR.
So G roll doesn't work, but GM roll does. So that's
Okay.
weird that
Yeah.
they-
That's okay. Yeah.
It doesn't
it's
matter, it'll
GM
work either
roll
way.
Or it's /GR.
It's fine, guys. It's fine, guys.
All I'm saying,
cares?
Kyle, is there was a miscommunication. So depending on what you type, you would need an M.
All right.
Miscommunication,
Okay.
misheard.
This Yeti...
Fair.
This Yeti here swings at the person who just dragon breathed him.
Ah, fuck me.
What's your armor class again?
18, not 20.
That also takes my moonbeam out,
Okay.
Nothing for
Good.
fire damage?
so y'all will see it.
He misses both times on 11 and an
Oh,
8.
fuck.
Oh wow.
Ain't nobody gonna not see me go down.
All right, Jabo, I need a roll from you.
Yep.
This is your second one. Okay. Nox, this is your first fresh roll.
I'm back up.
You have 1 hit point, and you are conscious. As you roll a natural 20 on your death saving throw.
Nice.
And I'm still next to the scariest motherfucker in the room.
That's the beginning of your turn, though, because you rolled death saving throws at the beginning, so whatever you want to do.
I need to know how frustrated this Yeti is, the one that keeps killing Nox.
I'm telling you, it's the beard.
Stay down.
All right. Yeah.
Chop off the beard.
Bonus action 1d4 for all my friends around here. I'm gonna skip Kia because you haven't been hurt yet.
I haven't.
So 1 for everyone, including the Berserker.
Which
You wanna
ability is
skip
this?
What's
I have 6, and there's only 5.
What's the ability's name, Connor?
Mass healing word.
Awesome.
I'm casting a spell.
There it is. That's what we need to know.
Everyone gain 5 hit points.
I was tempted to say Jabo doesn't move, but he's fine.
I stand up and fuck this guy in front of me. Toll the dead.
Okay. I need to make a wisdom saving throw, and that's going to be
Fail.
a failure. He takes 18 points
18.
in damage. That's a much bigger toll the dead than last
He
time.
essentially just gets up. He looks at this guy. He's like, "Fuck you and the horse you rode in on."
The words you shout echo in his ears in a loud ring, and you see blood begin to pour freely out of both ears. And he shouts in rage, and spittle flies in your direction. Kia, in front of you is a Yeti who is on his last leg, and on the other side of you is a heavily injured Yeti and a heavily injured Kester.
Well, I can't heal for shit.
It's too
I'm
bad.
gonna just stab the Yeti in front of me.
Okay.
Please do.
That's enough. At 17 points of damage, he falls. One more Yeti bites the dust.
Another Yeti bites the dust.
Ba-da-da-da-dum-dum.
You hadn't nat 20 that saving throw, we might all be dead, to be honest.
If I hadn't nat 20, we would all be dead. I was terrified.
Oh, Joy. You're on the ground, but you're up. Oh, you're on the ground, but you're awake.
It takes an action to stand up.
Half your movement to stand up.
Half my movement. Okay, I will, and then I have my action after that.
You do.
Okay, I will stand up and I will recast Moonbeam on this dude that's closest to me.
Okay.
At level 3 instead of level 2, because I'm tired of this shit.
He will fail his wisdom saving throw and take 16 points of damage. Just about down. This beam, thicker and brighter than before, starts searing flesh and radiant light as you begin to smell cooked meat.
Can I use the other half of my movement to move away?
You may. You will incur an attack of opportunity.
I would not do it. You will just
Okay.
go
Not
down.
worth it.
Yeah, I'll stay here.
Okay. Kester,
Da-da-da-da.
you are your clothes are soaked with your own blood.
I got a 10.
You still have fire. From what? For what?
Constitution saving.
Oh,
throw.
right. You are absolutely paralyzed, and you are still paralyzed. Thank you for the reminder. Y'all are
No
such
problem.
honest players. The chat would tell you anyway.
Were they?
I don't know. They might not. They like you.
Might.
Um,
Don't do it, Dez.
this Yeti will swing at you with the claw
Des, I'm gonna
twice.
do it myself here in a second.
I could drop it twice.
So-
The first attack hits, and you will go down. It's the 15 points of damage plus another 2d6, 22 points of damage
Oof. Duh.
as you fall unconscious again. The creature then will finish its. Jabo, have you moved since you woke up yet?
I haven't had a turn since I woke up.
Okay, so he's gonna walk over here and attack Kia.
Okie doke.
There's a claw. 21 to hit, 8 points of damage.
Yeah, 8.
Mhm.
Okie doke.
This Yeti, this Shelt, it's his turn.
I'm glad that he came into my range and I don't have to move.
All right. Yeah, run up, rapier.
Okay. 16
Hits.
points of damage hits, or 16
No.
on the dice hits. 12 will finish
Yeah,
off.
it's. How about another 13? Because I
Just
really
'cause.
hate this thing.
Yeah.
You shove the rapier in, and you feel the thing go limp, and almost as if saying, "Not yet." You stab it in deeper, hitting the pommel.
Can
into the-
I say, like, I jump up on the thing and like topple it over? I just like
Absolutely.
look up at Nox and say, "He's causing trouble for you, wasn't he?"
You do see Shelt ride the Yeti's body to the ground. Nox's rapier stuck deep in its skull.
And then I'm gonna use. So that was 5 feet of movement. So I got another 10, 20. Can I walk over this?
Yeah. It'll be one square. That movement will be difficult terrain.
Alright, so that's 30, and then I can bonus action. That's 40,
I have
45. And then can I run
Yeah,
over the Yetis? Fine?
Absolutely.
Alright, 50, 55, 60. Heck yeah.
Oh, hi, Shelt.
All right, this Yeti is out of the turn order. Snitch charges past each of you, bolts off the rock, and will make 2 attacks with his great axe. Both of those attacks will hit, and that's the Yeti, actually. He gets the killing blow as he does a spinning
Nice.
double strike
What a kill
Okay.
stealer.
with the Berserker. And you have solved my Yeti puzzle.
You
Um,
and your fucking the Adventure Zone references.
We solved it with a crit. That was what we
oh,
solved.
you'd have been fine. Maybe one party short. Member short.
We would have been 3 party members short.
You can make death saving throws probably.
Make medicine
Um,
checks.
Make medicine checks. Yeah, it's like, what's it, like a 55% chance to succeed death saving throw each time. Um,
I make a medicine saving check on my unconscious self.
the rage dies down in Snitch as he rips out the heart of the Yeti with the other end of his axe and flings it off into the snow. You see him breathing heavily. The Yeti's no longer moving as the winds begin to pick up again.
I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit.
So on the
I'm gonna run over to Kester and someone pick him up.
I'll cast Healing Spirit on Kester, and then
Okay.
everyone can. It's the one that's like Moonbeam.
Yeah, that one's that one's special. I think it's one person at a time still. Blah blah blah. 5-foot cube. So on one person till spell ends. So what I'll tell you, for 1 minute, with that spell, when you cast a spell, what you casting it at? Second level.
Yeah.
And
Third level. Sorry, I cast it at third level.
third level. So 2d6. Essentially, pick 10 people and give them 2d6. That's how I'll just do
What form is
this.
it today? What form is it today, Joy? I need to know.
Day, it looks like a mountain goat.
Oh.
So a prancing mountain goat of radiant energy forms on top of Kester. So I'm going to need a 2d6. You
It's
roll
11. It rolled when I cast the spell.
all right, so 11 points of healing to Kester. And then I'm going to need you to cast it 9 more times for whoever you want to give it to.
Give it to me, obviously.
And I'm
Cast
gonna
it 9 more times? It's not
it-
like Moonbeam with the bonus action on my turn to move it up to 30 feet?
So,
It is.
1 second, let me... Until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you see moves into the spirit space for the first time on its turn. So here's essentially how it ends up working out is... wait a minute, let me double check it, make sure we can't maximize this for you.
A conga line of healing can happen in this. This was one of the things that was run into before.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm listening.
So usually what's done is they limit it to 10 people get 2d6. Otherwise, it becomes everybody in the party walks through the conga line until they're fully healed.
Well, why wouldn't they?
Exactly.
Who limits it that way?
people who don't want a
Forums.
second level healing spot. Ah,
Blah.
second
All right,
level
so go ahead and
slot,
cast
yeah.
it. Just do me a favor. Roll. We'll make this really, really easy, guys. Roll 18d6 right now.
I don't remember how to do that.
I can
and
set that up for you.
It's \roll.
If you click on the dice roller,
18d6.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, it didn't recognize that. I'll just hit it
Jamie,
a bunch of times.
Jamie, there's over on the left-hand side on the toolbar. There's
that.
a small. Okay, never mind.
Well, it's space. It's
Thank
forward
you.
slash. But, all right.
But on the toolbar, there's a little dice icon. If you click on the dice icon, it brings up a full table of like. So if you want advanced roll, like right now I have it set in there for 18d6, but you can fix it any way you need to.
Oh, I see it. Thank you, Connor.
So
That's what I do when I'm rolling more than 5.
for believable sake
Mm-hmm.
and storyline's sake, we will simplify. In combat, we'll run it just like Moonbeam because it's turn-based and people are making decisions. Would the party form a Congo line on demand right now and run through this in circles? I don't think so.
Everybody
would-
pet
it
the
would-
goat!
It
Even
wouldn't
if we knew what it would do?
Pet the goat of healing.
if we knew
Everybody
what,
pet the goat of healing!
In the
thing is,
future,
Nox.
in the future,
Oh, man.
you guys
That's
can figure this out, and you as a party, you can tell me we're forming the Congo line, we're casting the spell, and this can be a planned thing y'all can definitely do. This time, everybody take 33,
Cool.
as you tried a little bit inefficiently the first time.
Can I only take like 5 of the, or however much I need of the 33?
You could step out of it, but it'll still be 33
Oh,
for
I
everybody
feel
else.
so much better.
Well, Jay, but look on the bright side. With all these Yetis, you can skin them and warm up Squishy over there.
Oh yeah, their skin and fur would make great blankets.
Oh, that would be
would.
good for us too.
Wait.
I want
That
the
sounds
Yeti
like a good
cloak.
idea.
Before we go any further, double tap.
Double
And
tap.
Nox will go
You
around.
could double tap away. on
I'd like to
Carl.
see them try and come back to life without the skin.
I'll go around with the
Bleeding
rapier,
all over the place.
sticking the rapier in their eyes, stewing the pot a little bit, and then moving on to the next one.
Nox is just smashing skulls.
Okay, so you all
He's
begin.
Gallagher with watermelons right now.
Okay, you all begin committing war crimes.
They're not sentient.
You can't make
They're
war
not-
crimes against Yeti.
So yes, you stew the pot on Yeti brains a few times. You smash some skulls, and they don't seem to move.
And I will skin one.
Okay, give me a survival check.
You know,
Cards against a Yeti.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you managed to do it. They smell worse on the inside.
If we have to crawl inside one of these things, I will not be happy. Kid.
They're,
they
I
smell
mean,
worse
they,
on the
they-
outside.
I won't be unhappy.
I did that wrong.
It's one of those. Yeah, you managed to get a good bit of fur. This will keep him warm, but it's not a...
Oh no, I'm gonna get it tanned later. I'm just gonna put it in my bag for now.
Okay, yeah, you have a good roll, a good long, thick roll of Yeti fur, as much as you want to carry right now, as much as you could
That would look
conceivably
real
recall.
nice in the ship as a rug.
I was thinking a nice Yeti cloak.
Nox is going to
You
take
guys,
Hidden
there's
Valet-
plenty Yetis left if you want your own.
I do.
I will
I'm gonna,
absolutely follow suit and skin.
yeah,
Yeti.
I'm gonna go
Oh,
skinning.
cut it like this. Not that the druid needs
Yeah,
that help.
it'll be
but-
fine. You guys can have,
Yeah.
6 Yeti rugs if you take the time, taking off their
Okay.
backs. You're just taking their whole back. The front you could take, but it's like nippled.
Ooh.
I don't know if you want the nippled part.
We make melee weapons out of them.
The nipple part is what you like put over your own.
Yes, I like that, Trevor.
You stack the
You need to
nipples
make-
weapons out
like
of
You
them,
need to
Legos.
make your own Batman costume.
but only when it's cold.
Um,
No, you gotta have that.
also taking one of the horns.
So, how good is my skin? I need to know.
Anybody not doing any skinning can take a short rest, but the rest of you, this will take the majority of an hour. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break, out of character, and we'll be back. 10 minutes.
BRB.
Hold a sec. Wait, let's.
There you go.
Wait, that's not right.
That's what it says, Amanda. But
Ah.
what my experience in the past has
Nerds.
been, chaotic neutral has not
Nerds.
turned out like that.
Yeah.
Hey, you're the one who
Nerds.
summoned these nerds, you bigger nerd.
I've
You're the
never
king of the
played a
nerds.
chaotic neutral character.
Actually, no, that's a lie.
Casey,
The
I
king,
think you had the wrong. Never mind. It's back.
the
Yeah.
king of the nerds hosts a DM game with a bunch of voice actors.
Wait. What?
Matthew Mercer is king
Yeah.
of the nerds.
It's true.
That's a.
Though, Henry Cavill's getting up there.
Who's Henry
Henry
Cavill?
Cavill can be prime minister of the nerds.
I vote Casey for King of the Nerds.
Thank
No,
you.
Casey.
You don't
Casey
vote
is-
for a king.
Casey's like senator of the nerds.
You only vote
So
for a king if you have
confused.
jarls, and we're not all a bunch of Nordic. Actually, wait, you are all white.
I do have Scandinavian blood in me, so
I'm Islander.
I'm
Back
as
off.
Norwegian as they come.
I did just
Suck.
finish playing Witcher
Swedish.
3, and Skellige was really cool.
Skeleton is really cool. I have lots of skeleton requests. Whew, one second. Let me. 1 second. Just gonna. This is very warm.
Oh, hell yeah.
take it off.
Off, Casey.
Woo! Woo!
All right.
Hashtag that's my king.
It's the spare tire that's hidden below the camera. All right. All right,
Content's
ladies.
too much for me, guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we just. God, that was just a little bit. Just oh.
Is it getting hot in here, or is it just the booze I've been drinking?
It's
Yes.
definitely the booze.
The answer is yes, Jamie.
Definitely the booze.
So, have you guys? And this is this slide. Quick aside here. I wanted to tell the story about the dish I had for just now, from just a moment ago. You take ramen. You cook the ramen.
I love ramen.
You strain the ramen.
Oh, yeah.
You make an omelet and put the ramen in it.
Oh, you lost me at omelet.
Yeah, you don't make the omelet, put the
What's
ramen
wrong
in it.
with
You
eggs?
actually take
I
the
love
egg.
eggs. I don't want them in my
You
in
take
my
the
ramen.
you take the ramen, put it in the pan with the egg mixed in, right? The raw egg, and then you cook that egg ramen.
Oh, like egg flour soup. Okay, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say omelet and then put ramen in. I meant to say put the egg, crack an egg in the strained omelet, and then that cooks really well.
You could
I
also
do that
use
all the
ramen
time.
as a burger patty, or not patty, as like the buns.
Interesting.
Why
Oh,
would
yeah.
you do that?
Weird.
Ask Red Robin.
Did we do that?
They did
Red
that.
What do you
When?
do? We do that. Do you work at Red Robin now?
Woo,
Maybe.
well,
Thank you
I
guys for the
don't. I
bits.
don't.
I don't.
She said
I'm just
they
saying
There's
know.
the rain.
No,
Yeah.
Kyle,
Trevor said
or
we. Trevor
Larry.
said we do that, and I was like,
By the way, you all have.
You don't know?
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't had that burger. I
I
hear
want to try that. That sounds so dumb.
Thank you, Jamie.
they
Somebody
fall
wants
apart
those
very
ads.
easily.
Your audience, by the way, loves you.
And
Because
we love
nobody
them.
We
summoned
do.
a Yeti a second time.
It's true.
Nobody did.
I considered it.
I thought
I
they were
consider that.
going to.
I really thought they were going to too, and if we
Yeah.
had one more Yeti, we probably would be dead.
Hey, Cranky.
Ooh,
Thank
look
you,
at
Cranky.
that.
1,000
Thank you.
bits.
1,000
Cranky.
bits.
Yay, bits. Yay,
Bits reset
cranky.
the other day, and he is. Thank you.
I'm saving up to feed myself a crit sometime.
How much is a crit again? It's
20,000.
20,000.
Oh, I thought it was 10. Oh, 10 is
sweet,
inspiration.
I can do that.
Did
Wait,
I set
you
rules
add that
against you guys
recently?
using your own against yours?
You did not.
You did not.
You,
You should.
no. You
That's
made
so
that.
not fair. I play in every single one of your D&D games
You
now.
made a rule. We made a rule for New Year's Eve that when we made decisions based off of the chat, we're not allowed to do that. However, you have not made an official ruling as to whether or not we're allowed to feed ourselves crits, feed ourselves inspiration.
I'll hold off on making that rule.
The
Hold on
and,
it.
and the
Here's the
the
other
chat
option.
thing, it was just for the magic items. That's it.
Here's the thing that I have, like that I'm considering. I could save up till 30,000. Join a game of join a stream to watch
Deputized?
Yeah.
Deputized, just cause trouble and then leave.
I mean,
It's my plan.
maybe watch them before you do that.
Nah,
You might not
Yeah.
want
I've
them
been
to
watching
step
them.
in.
I've been
cause
watching them.
trouble, leave.
I will cause trouble for the Delvers. It'll come to, oh yeah, Granny finally got the, no, Granny finally starts experimenting with the Chaos Flowers. And click.
Cause trouble.
All I'm hearing is you guys
Oh
are
no. You
jealous of
guys,
the
I
other
think
group.
you misunderstand Granny.
The other group is amazing. I've watched a couple. I watched a couple episodes.
I've watched
I'm
none
not
of
up
them,
to date.
Yay,
and now my plan
Trevor.
is to continue to not watch them until I cause trouble, and then start watching them.
All right.
Because
That way
causing
I-
trouble for the other group is fun.
Today on Delving in Deep, the cost of causing
Sorry.
trouble goes up 10K. That's actually
I can
a
wait.
cost that will continue to slowly rise over time as 50 or 30K becomes more and more common. Because I do not need like 4 cause troubles in a row.
Well,
Because
you
then
know
I won't get to
set
be
a
able to do
limit
anything
per stream.
significant with them. What's up?
You know, you can
Also-
put a limit for stream.
I want to remind Tom, you do have one of my inspirations. I gave it to you to give to whoever or whatever.
Yeah, Casey, yeah, you have a, if you go to edit the things, you can limit, like, cause trouble to only once per stream if you want.
That's fair too.
Ooh.
Kyle, where'd you
But
go?
it ever happens multiple times per stream, people should have earned it. All right, so you guys finished.
Don't you turn that kitchen light on, asshole.
You guys finished getting the
where we went
Yetis,
now.
taking the rest of your long rest for those who didn't get it, and you are. The winds start to
another
pick up
long
as the sun rises over the frozen tundra in front of you. You are another day's travel away from the base of the mountain where you expect to find the flowers. You look in front of you, and there are 3 clear paths to the mountain. The rest are 2 strewn with rocks and boulders, to be clear. So you have north, northeast, and northwest.
Let's take the northeast. Is the wind still coming that way? East to west? Or west to east, I mean?
It is still coming in that direction, yes.
Can I give you a survival check to see if I think that that's what generally happens in this area?
You, with the wind direction
Yeah.
is... Sure, why not? Let's see what you get. Okay, with the 16, you think changes in that the wind generally goes west to east in most places. You think this is going to be this way.
Guys, I suggest we take the northeast path. That's most likely to find plants that are still growing and not uprooted.
Right.
Oh, I need to kill this. And
Wait.
I
Don't
need
leave
to
us
kill.
Hurry up, Joy.
I'm assuming from getting his face beaten 4 times, Nox now has just like
Wait, northeast
slightly-
is... You're right, northeast is
direction.
that direction. I'm getting
where?
my
Why are
west and
you
east
running
mixed up.
ahead?
All right, we'll go ahead and pause
'Cause
your
I like to
tokens
hike.
Pause.
right
It's all about
there.
Scouting.
Yes,
I'm gonna
but the armor.
Grab all your tokens. And as you continue for the first half of the day, you come across a bridge.
I thought
it
this
ahead of
place
us?
was uninhabited.
Could have been at one time.
Oh.
Boop.
When did Yetis stop building bridges? They
When they
get
became
smarter
sentient.
every day.
Did we?
Question: Is the bridge made out of stone like on the map?
It is made out of stone like on the map.
I'd like to make a history check on stonework and figure out who made this.
You're
Useful.
a dwarf. Good job.
As you get closer to the bridge, you notice on the bridge,
Ah, shit.
at the base of it, or at the top of it, pacing back and forth, looking in your direction, an older... I mean, it looks like an old hag, but with white hair, iced over skin, a cloak that seems beaten and worn with age. She looks over and says, "Hello! I don't... Ooh, you look warm."
What's your favorite color?
I can assure you that I am definitely not warm right now.
Damn it, Jamie.
You're welcome.
After you tell me what your quest is.
Gengushin.
She pulls her bony fingers together and says, "But you're warm on the inside."
No, I'm cold.
I'm warm on the outside too, lady.
No, we're
I've
cold
got
on
an
the
icy,
outside.
stony heart. I mean, I'm a dwarf. Like, heart of stone, sort of our whole gig.
It's true.
Makes sense. That makes a lot of
He
sense.
killed a baby owlbear. He has no heart. or
It's
soul.
true. It's
I
true.
just look back at her like, really? You're still holding that?
I'm trying to save your ass right now.
What brings you to
What
my
happened to that other owlbear?
What brings you to my domain? She shouts.
We're looking for Frost Willow. We need it to save our friend. Sorry.
That's why I say I'm not edible
Sorry, dogs.
at all. There's reasons I'm not edible, and one of them is if I'm diseased.
Ooh.
Ooh, if you get eaten by a Yeti, does the Yeti get elf rot?
If you get eaten by the Yeti, maybe.
Yeti and elf.
Let's not find out.
Apparently
I
the
don't
Yeti's not
want to
enough.
find out.
She looks.
I don't want to find out with you, but I sure would like to know what things are susceptible to elf rot.
So you want to feed other things?
We just like start taking
Other
fingernail
elves.
clippings and feeding them to things.
There you go.
There you go.
That is
Little
enough.
cut a little bit of flesh off at a time.
Gross.
I feel like that
Bleed
just
on
causes
it a little.
inoculation.
Let me just bleed
Sneeze on it a couple of times.
Yeah, let me just cut my arm open and bleed.
All right, I'm done.
You good?
Oh, Jesus.
She says, the way ahead could be clear, or it could be very challenging. Which do you prefer?
Well,
Yes.
What do you mean? Yeah. Oh, I see.
Because it could be a trap.
Yes.
What's this? Yes, it was two choices.
There's no preference.
Oh, dealer's
I
dealer's
prefer not
choice.
as challenging, because I
There's no preference.
want to just get my friend fixed.
Pay the troll tax and the way will be clear.
What's the troll tax?
A large blue hand reaches out from under the bridge. So large that, let me go ahead and pull this token out. There you go. So large it extends just a few feet in front of Nox. Its palm open, iced over scaly flesh reaches out, and the old blue hag says, 100 gold a person each way.
That's an awful lot.
That
What are
is
you
a-
going to do with it? Do you even have markets out here this far north?
I mean, they have a bridge.
Yeah, but Yetis didn't build this bridge.
I-
Did they build the city?
I'd still like to make that history check to see who made the bridge.
Yeah, what was make the history check quick.
Okay, that's made an advantage because I'm a dwarf. Huh.
So this bridge, made of stone, seems to be not fine craftsmanship. Effective craftsmanship, but not fine. The details aren't there. It's not hewn in such a way that it's not meant for carts or horses. The cobblestone is that goes across is more natural. It looks like it was built by some kind of beast.
So maybe Yeti.
Well, we could either pay that toll, or maybe we, how hard does it look to cross that, log over there?
Connor, I think you're muted.
Am I muted?
Oh, no.
No.
It
Oh,
said that
okay.
in the chat. I just wanted to
Yeah.
make sure you saw it.
You guys
You
see
know, I
that
muted
over there?
myself 'cause I had an alarm going off.
Ah,
Hmm.
got it. Well, I don't have 100 gold, guys, so...
I mean, what does the water look like, Casey?
So this is flowing water.
Okay.
It is flowing under a thin sheet of ice, but it is pretty forcibly flowing. It is only a 10-foot gap at the widest, but going
guess-
up into it is rough terrain, rough. Up on the edges is rough icy rock. And what are you casting?
Tidal wave?
Let me,
Well, we could always kill the troll too. That's an option.
Tidal Wave 5e. Let me double check this spell. I don't get enough spirits in my
My
parties.
God.
You
James,
conjure
you're
a
brilliant.
wave of water that crashes down on an area within range. It can be 30 feet long, 10 feet wide. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Because any action that creates combat creates initiative. I'm going to have, let me clear the initiative.
all I'm saying, like imagining, is just Joy going. So I don't have 100 gold, so cast tidal wave.
We will
When in
handle
doubt,
this.
When in doubt, we'll solve it with violence.
I'm a fan of violence.
I'm
Well,
not I'm not
Holy
a fan
crap,
of
we
violence,
finally
I'm a
rolled well.
non-superhero of violence.
I'll pull him up.
Oh, it's gonna want me to cast it on VTD.
It's up to be above me.
Oh.
There we go.
what
Let's
it
make
is.
sure this lines up well with
We
the
didn't even
screen.
have time to find out like how risky the other way would actually
If
go.
we could barter with them.
Yeah.
I'm
didn't have
not
time.
gonna bother with my 90.
Nox is still kneeling by the bridge, like, oh, this is shoddy workmanship. Oh, why do I water everywhere?
Yeah, we'll
Get
do a quick
splashed.
placement. Jabo is up here looking at the tree. Joy is right next to Nox.
Yeah.
I'll move Jabo.
Put you, Frog, with you.
Am
Yes.
I in okay position to check the bridge, or should I be closer?
We'll put you right there.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
I was talking with them too, so I'd probably be like around in that area.
Perfect. So you begin to cast the spell, and taking a look at the, let me resort the initiative. Shelt, you're the first one to see Jamie start to get violent. You're the quickest one to react. What do you do?
I see she's getting violent.
Someone tried to take something from me again.
Yeah, okay, I see her start to get violent, and I'm like, ship goes down with the crew, and I'll just whip out the bow, and actually, no, wait, do I have to whip out the bow or?
I rolled a 20
Oh.
on my initiative,
Oh,
Casey.
that's kind of beautiful. Is that
Oh.
Yep.
Got it. Thank you.
I will just in one turn run up. I'm gonna hope I'm not in the trolls like attack space, but
Yeah, he's
Trolls
under
onto
the
the
bridge.
Yeah.
yeah. So I run up and I'm gonna hit the hag.
Okay.
Well, so much for
I get
diplomacy.
advantage because the hag hasn't acted yet.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Unfortunately, 11 will not hit as she seems to move with an unnatural grace.
I'm gonna hope the hag doesn't have good like melee shit and then just immediately run back.
Okay. So she does have a slam attack. She will use 14 misses you, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Kester.
Oh, we're fighting them. Got it. Shit.
One of you, two of you are.
Storm.
My buddy's fighting her, so I'm fighting her. I guess that's how that works. War Song, and then light her on fire, Scorching Ray.
Okay.
Two,
The third one, right?
three.
Okay.
Sorry, I was listening for the sound from the thing I was using, and I didn't hear it, so I was like, "Where is it?
You
Okay.
always roll in ascending order, Trevor.
What?"
Pretty much always.
You
Yeah.
always roll in ascending
Nice,
order. Like
yeah.
it goes lowest to highest new rolls every time with Scorching Ray.
It's part of the plan. Each shot gets more accurate. You know, first one's the cold shot.
So you hit twice with two of the rays. The other one goes wide, dealing 16 points of damage.
Cool.
As the ray hits and she hisses back at you, recoiling from the attack. Anything
Hiss
else?
back.
Hisses.
Hisses. I hiss back, I guess. 'Cause why not?
Okay. Yeah, you can have a hissing fight. As you hiss back, she goes back at you.
You win.
Second time.
Kester, you just gotta make yourself scarier than her.
Okay.
That works for me.
I'll keep
Looks to
that
me
in
all the
mind, Kia.
time.
I gotta learn a spell that
Oh,
makes
is
me
there
scary
any
now.
trash in this trash can, or can I use it as a? I can use it as a footrest.
All right.
Prestidigitation.
With that, it's gonna go to
I need a transmutation spell.
gonna
that
go to
makes
Joy.
Polymorph.
Do I need to? It's what happened with my tidal wave.
This is it. This is it now. So
Okay.
your tidal wave. So the river surges up, and over the bridge. Who else is on the bridge? Nobody else still. Okay.
Nope.
Nobody
Um,
else.
Area 30 feet long. Blah blah blah. Every one needs to make a dexterity saving throw. So we'll give it to the troll and the hag. They both Hag gets a 20, and the troll gets a 12. So then on a failed save, a creature takes 4d8 and is knocked prone. So go ahead and roll the 4d8. And it'll be half for the hag. Okay, so 6 points for the hag, and 13 points for the troll.
I am so tired of people trying to take my things.
And so you get us almost killed again for trying to take your things.
Oh, please, we got a full rest in. This hag can't be nearly as bad as a herd of Yeti.
You didn't get a full rest in.
No.
Yeah, we did.
No, you didn't.
You skinned.
No, you didn't.
You finished the full rest. You didn't get all those hit points back.
Well, I got a half
or
rest
or
in.
those spell slots.
Yeah.
And you didn't get a half rest in either because you skinned the Yetis.
Mm-hmm. I don't have
Skinning the
access
Yeti
to
only
her.
took an hour. We were there all night.
No. What you got a long rest before the Yetis.
So
didn't you?
here's what
I
happened.
think-
You
I
got
think
your
she
long
fought-
rest.
I think she fought like how I did.
You got your long rest at the beginning of the fight. Some of you got your long rest at the end of the fight. Joy was one that got long rest at the beginning of the fight. So anything you used at the beginning of the fight, you don't have.
That's fine. I see what I got.
Okay. All right. So Nox, you're up.
Well, here we go. And darn it, these overlapping lines are messing with my eyes.
You're right. Yeah.
Is the troll's hand still on the bridge? Because I want to do something a little funny.
No, it's not on the bridge. It was just reaching out to you to accept payment.
Is his hand still over the like? Can I still see his hand over the bridge?
Yeah.
Because if I remember correctly, trolls have 3 fingers, so it's like 1 little, 2 little, 3 little troll fingers. Smash.
Okay. Go ahead and make.
Bonus action, Searing Smite, and then Warhammer attack.
Sharing Smite Warhammer. Okay.
All right, so here's the Warhammer to see if it hits. Is it made at advantage because he's prone?
Yes. Well, you're on top of the bridge. So you're kind of reaching for him. It's fine. Go and roll at advantage.
Okay, I just wanted
He's
to
big.
ask.
He's bigger than normal.
Ooh! Damn!
Roll
That's
that damage.
Ooh.
I need to do some work here. Sorry.
you just roll
So
your
now it's
66.
I believe it's give me a second. I need to roll. I need to see what it is for Searing Smite.
Searing Smite. Yep. Should be 3d6, but
Starts with 1d6. Yeah, so it should be an extra 2d6 for
Okay.
Searing Smite.
got it. All right,
That's
so
fire damage.
19
And then
plus 5.
and then on his turn he'll need to make a con save. Oh wow, really? He'll need to make a con save because he's currently on fire.
Okay.
And until he makes that con save, he's still on fire.
As you bring the hammer down, the troll ignites in flames. Okay, noted. The parts of him that aren't currently covered in water ignite into flame. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Use my move. No, that's everything I got.
Okay. The hag produces a broom and flies into the air, straight up 60 feet, and immediately is lost in the vision, immediate loss in vision due to the storm.
Well,
That's nice.
Well,
You-
when this comes back to bite us in the ass, I'm drinking. I'm going back to the ship to drink for a little bit.
It gets worse. The weather itself gets worse. The storm starts to pick up. The wind begins to howl. You lose all vision. Everything goes black.
Wait, the guy's still on fire in front of me. Can I see the fire through the storm?
Fucking barely.
Well,
Like
I can
a-
still see him.
Just barely. And I'm gonna find a really cool way of making it so you can't see anything. So we're just gonna go with that. Nope, you actually have a token on that map. So let's just pull your tokens all the way over.
The sewer. Oh god,
Here.
we're on the map.
On the map.
Map. map?
It did get rid of our turn order though.
It did.
Yeah.
And we should fix that by doing. 1 second. I can eat. That's fixable. We got this.
I'm 14.
I think
I was
18.
21.
Well, I can
I was
see it, but I
20.
want everybody else to be able to see it as well.
Oh, okay.
It didn't actually get rid of it. It's just the tokens aren't on the board. So there you go. Haha.
Mm-hmm. I can still see her.
Delete.
She's in
delete.
Santalus.
Oh, it didn't do it. So I'm just gonna have to keep. I'm gonna keep track for you.
Okay.
It didn't actually put the tournament back. So, Kia, blinded by the storm, that your hand immediately in front of you, not visible.
Welp, I guess we can't fight anymore. I yell above the gale.
You hear. Exactly. It's very hard to hear, but you.
I said we can't fight anymore because we can't see.
I can't barely hear you either.
Let me try. And they, like,
Fight them some more.
and they put my hands out in front of me and try and find Nox.
Too bad I'm 10 feet away.
I'm gonna fucking try. Keep talking, Nox.
What?
Thank you.
You're welcome, but for what?
Jabo.
Talking.
Jabo, you're next. What would you like to do? Oh, would you like to do anything with your turn, Kia? You just spent all of it talking, but were you trying to do anything?
I'm trying to find Nox to tell him that maybe we should just back out of this fight.
Okay. Give me. Oh, geez. How would you just perception at disadvantage as you wander forward?
Okay.
And I'm
Because
gonna go
they'd
back
be
to the.
advantage either way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that.
Kia,
Look at that.
you start. You see something in the in the darkness.
There's a
just
bridge.
barely.
There's a bridge with water.
You see a flicker of light, and you go towards it, and suddenly your feet are swept out from under you as you hit the freezing river,
Oh.
and you start to be pushed downstream.
Bye guys.
What?
You
I
hear a
thought I was the one
splash
that was gonna die today.
next to you, but it seems distant already.
And they look at this way. It's daylight.
Where
the
did the
sun
turn order
probably
go?
does not help.
I'm looking at it, but you guys can't see it.
The sun
Okay.
on the snow does not help.
At just the right moment, the storm parts for a second. A beam of light hits you straight in the eyes, and then you fall.
Son of a bitch.
The options I have are to like hit each token individually and blind you, or just take you off the map.
Taking us off the map is even better.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
Jabo, you're up.
Squishy, can you see? I can't see. I know you're near me. Do I get a ribbit or anything from him?
Yeah, you hear a ribbit.
I discern if that's a frantic or a.
Oh, it's very frantic, but it is next to you. You feel him against your leg. He'll use his reaction to make his presence known by touching you.
Okay. I will get down to him. It's okay, and just start pulling out the stuff out of my bag and cover us in my awesome clothes that I don't wear.
Okay.
Yep.
You're bringing out the clothes, or you're bringing out the troll hide, or that troll hide, the Yeti hide.
If things get worse, I'll take the Yeti hide. But for now, I'm just using my clothes to kind of bundle us up a little bit and wait for things to clear up.
Okay. Got it.
And I'll yell to the party just if anyone can hear me. I'm hunkering down here. Hopefully this storm clears.
Nope, I'm not gonna say that one. Got a bad idea in my head for that one.
I need to hear it now. You can't just say that.
Nope. Nope.
Type it into chat.
Yeah.
What I need from you, real
Not
quick,
saying
Connor.
it's not
I
typing.
need something from you. I need a
Me?
yes. I need either an acrobatics or an athletics at disadvantage.
Well, I think it's gonna be athletics.
All right. So you feel a large hand attempt to grapple you.
Oh.
It does it so awkwardly that it ends up caressing your cheek.
God damn it! I knew you were gonna use that one of these days.
As
I
it
know where
rolls
this
a
is going.
natural 1 on its grapple check.
I knew you were gonna do that one of these days. God damn it!
Now you guys have to get married and have kids.
Marry the troll.
But the thing is, I'm a fire cleric.
It's
And
okay.
they lived
Could
happily
never
ever
work.
after.
Opposites attract.
But then the light
Him.
the light you think the light that you did see goes out.
When I multi-class into bard, I'm gonna write stories about this.
Oh shit, I gotta keep that screwed up because next up is Shelton.
You're muted, Kyle.
Kester was just to my left, so I'm gonna try to like I'm not gonna turn, but I'm gonna reach to my left and like strafe over that direction. Kester,
You hear him, Kester.
Okay, just checking.
He's right next to you, 5 feet, but it's still
5
muffled.
feet? Okay, I'll respond. Here, right here. I'm gonna sweep my hand out, see if I can hit him. But
Yeah, you touch
Yeah.
each other just fine.
Yeah, because we're right there next to each other. So
Yeah.
yeah, we touch each other. I'm gonna grab hold of him and like pull myself over, and like put an arm, like hook an arm under his, so that we don't lose each other.
Okay.
it's a good one.
I'm gonna fucking kill our druid.
Good luck.
I'm with you this time.
She's died like 3 times.
No, she hasn't.
She has.
She's been knocked unconscious 3 times.
I've rolled death saving.
That doesn't
I
mean
can't
you're
say
dead,
that
though.
word.
That doesn't mean you're dead.
You're on death's door. You
All
never
right.
made it through the door.
I've
Um,
almost died.
Anything else you
I'm
want to do with
immortal
your
until
turn, Shelton?
proven otherwise.
No,
Cool.
God, no, not. I mean, action, dodge action.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
a totally okay thing. Timestamp for the conversation. Okay, thank you. Kester.
For
Damn, you all rolled great initiatives.
for clarity's sake, Casey here. Nox could see that fire, but it was barely.
From 5 feet away, he barely saw the fire and it just went out.
Okay, so it's that bad.
And then it went out.
Okay, so I'm going to so I'm wrapped on to my friend here, Selt.
If you free your hand, like if you need to free your arm from mine, I will just like wrap an arm around your body. Like
That's fine.
I'm not losing
Put
it.
your
I'm gonna be
hands
your- I'm
upon
gonna be
my
your eyes
hips.
here.
When I dip, you dip, I dip.
Of course.
So we're having
Have a
shelter
plan.
again?
We're gonna find out how it works.
Are we
I'm
going
gonna
back to shelter?
use what?
Are we going back to shelter?
Maybe.
It's Chester, I think. Was
I don't know. Something like that. New plan. I'm going to pull my familiar back out.
Okay.
I'm going to use my action to see through my familiar,
Okay.
and we're going to use my familiar to begin straying a web across the ground that it's touching, so I can feel through the web
So you're
using
having
my spider's web set. sense.
so you bring out your spider out.
I don't know if that costs an action. That might be my turn.
Well, and this is to make sure I'm clear. You take your spider out
Mhm.
during hurricane gale force winds, and you have it try to create a web. It
Hi,
immediately
spiders.
hits the ground and it's gone. And you see the rush of wind and snow as you are flying, for all intents and purposes, in the air right now.
Oh, really? So it's
Create a
not, it's not
parachute.
able to stay on the ground.
Create a parachute.
That's impressive.
Yeah, the ground itself is even shifting. The snow and the ice that's on it is being blown away. But you just have this
Web touch anything?
nauseating sensation of tumbling flight right now.
Okay, good
Yeah,
to know.
Kia's
Spiders
dead.
cannot stay on the ground.
He is not dead.
It's 10 minutes in cold water before you're dead.
I mean, I'll die before she dies. I'm pretty sure of it.
Well,
No.
He
I
is
thought it was one
already
per.
as fuck.
Yeah,
thought it
before I
was
pass
1
my
minute per
turn.
Constitution.
Oh, fuck, that didn't work.
what didn't work?
Remorse somewhere that way. Like, way the fuck that way.
I can't even see where you're pointing. The storm sucks.
All right. So, Joy, it's your turn. You think
I'm gonna
people are shouting
go
around
towards,
you, but
I'm gonna go towards the last place I heard Kia's voice.
okay. Give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Join me in the water, Joy.
Oh, that's my hope.
You have swim speed, right?
I don't know.
Okay. As
Do
you
I
move,
need it in the current?
You're a druid. There's
Yeah,
things
I'm
that
asking
are
if the
different.
druid because there's a certain level where you get like swim speed as a druid. I'm asking if she has that yet.
Turn into a seal or something.
I don't know what level that is.
As you move through the snow, you take a couple feet and you realize it's probably better to be on all fours. With that perception check, you put your hand in the water and you feel it rushing rapid style away from you to the right. And I'll say that's about 20 feet of your movement to get there.
I'll use the. I'm gonna go. Would I have known that Kia fell in?
No.
I'm gonna yell for Kia and see if she answers.
Okay.
Nothing.
Nox, you hear somebody yelling about a distance away from you for Kia. But you're the only one that will hear it.
looking for Kia. I heard Kia.
She was over here.
She's
All right, Nox, it's
slightly
your turn.
queer.
Over here. I mean,
Not
not too
wrong.
probably, but over here. I heard it over here, and then I couldn't see her.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Slight.
What would Nox do? I don't have rope anymore. I just realized I got rid of my rope, so I can't do what I was going to do. Darn it.
You mean
Well-
someone stole your rope?
Attach it to J-Bow launcher.
J- I guess Nox isn't throwing a lifeline to Kia, and instead going to swing wildly at space for that troll.
Okay, give me an attack at disadvantage and a D100.
Oh shit!
At this point, we're guessing spaces and where the enemy's at, too.
Well, I
The
mean,
worst part
he
is,
did caress me, and he did try to grapple me.
He did.
I had 100 gold. You guys, I wanted to see other options first.
I don't have 100 gold.
I would have liked a chance to talk, or
Yeah,
like
to bargain.
look at, or like walk along the river, see if we had a good spot we could have crossed without needing the jewels, or a chance to do
I need a
literally
D100 as
anything.
well. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
You smack hard onto something, and you hear stone crack and shatter.
Fuck. I don't think we can use the bridge anymore.
No.
Nothing falls out from under you, but all right. Let's see. On this turn, nothing. Kia, you are freezing cold.
I'm going to try my hardest to swim to possible shore.
Sure, give me an athletics check. And this one's at normal. No disadvantages here. Okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
So in the while being tumbled and thrown about, you will take 5 points of damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
But in the course of being shoved into a rock and feeling ribs cracking, you're able to push and catapult yourself onto land.
I'm just gonna flop onto it.
Yeah, it's just the freezing, snowy ground, the wind blowing around you.
My Yeti coat's wet. I'm wet.
I'm sorry, can I go back and flavor something? Because I'm wondering if the wind will carry this. Just like him swinging wildly. Like,
You just okay.
Never mind. Never mind.
Did
Stupid.
I
I'm
get
sorry.
out of the storm's range, or is it still here?
Oh, you didn't go that distance, so yes, you are still in the storm.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Oof.
So, big oof. I'm going to just lay on the shore for a round.
Okay, that's fine. There's your action anyway.
Yeah.
Next up, Jabo, you are making your shelter, and it's continuing to pellet. The blankets as you set them up are being covered in this growing pile of snow. Everything you block is just kind of building up into a shelter. What would you like to do?
As long as it's been successful, as far as I can tell, I'm gonna finish doing that and just. You okay, buddy? We good? I think we might be able to get through this storm just fine. I hope everyone else took my words of advice.
Okay.
Wait,
You're able to
words of
see
advice?
with the
Oh,
shelter
you
up.
wouldn't have heard me.
With the shelter up, at least the troll skin, you can see him. In this little 5-foot square that you're holding it up, you can see Squishy, and he's holding up, but you can see the storm around you dissipates quickly, or not dissipates. Fog, can't see.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me just a survival check in general of keeping and building the shelter up. It's starting to build into almost its own igloo. Okay, and with a 23, you actually find ways to let it continue to shape around you a bit.
That's a good survival check.
I
All
almost
right.
make the snow work for me.
Nox, give me another athletics or acrobatics at a disadvantage. Troll hand comes for a second round.
But Kia,
Ooh.
frozen
Yeah, I think
water keeps
I'm
your
caught at that point.
froth from spreading.
Nox,
Why am I not dead? I keep falling.
you feel the hand grip solidly around your waist. You are lifted up off the bridge
Fuck.
and then under the water.
Oh
Why
no!
are you
Dunked?
swearing,
You are being dunked and then released as you begin to tumble in the water, banging. We're gonna throw
I
that
went the easy way.
4 points of damage. You as you bash into rocks and move down the shore. Or move down the river. Shell.
I mean, there's nothing I can do.
Okay.
Really, except stay here, dodge action, wait for the storm to end.
Okay.
I
Kester.
have good perception, so I won't be able to find it.
Okay, it's a good plan. For now, I'm gonna scream out to Selt. Selt! Do you have a string or a rope?
Jabo, you can hear Kester shouting. He's very close.
Oh. Nope. It's all on the ship with the J-Bo launcher.
Did he get my rope too?
All of the rope.
He tried to get every rope unless you're
I
hiding
mean, it's
your
whatever.
rope, I
I
guess?
didn't. Did the ship help me find the rope?
No.
No, this
Okay.
is before. we
Then
could
no,
talk to
probably not. I don't think so. It probably would have been all the riggings and everything that Nox set up.
Okay.
the- Okay, 'cause my rope would like stay with my stuff.
Okay. Yeah, you have your rope.
Yeah, I'll just like rather than giving an answer, could I just hand a rope to Kester?
You
Okay,
had him
I
a
didn't
rope.
think you. I didn't think you'd do that part.
So it'll take his turn for you to get out your rope and hand it to him, but he has a rope.
Shit. So that's my action.
You'd have to wait long enough for him to open his pack and give it to you.
Yeah,
and-
that's fair.
Yeah.
I had another plan while he was doing that, but okay.
What would you like to do while he's doing that?
While he's doing that, I'm gonna get into my gold coin. I'm gonna go up for my silver coin,
Okay.
cast light on it, and drop it down at our feet.
That's fine.
Just testing things out.
As you drop the coin, it is immediately swept away by the wind.
You can cast it on yourself.
You see the coin and the
don't
light
care.
disappear quickly into the distance.
How many seconds? Give me the seconds.
It's out of your sight in 2 seconds.
Cool. Do the rest later.
Okay. Right. So next up is Joy.
It's a storm all around me. I can't see anybody. I am going to keep looking for Kia.
Okay. Just go ahead and give me we won't say perception. At this point, we're going to say survival.
Survival or perception?
Survival.
It's very different on my chart.
Yeah, give me a survival check, because she's not within sight for you to perceive her, even at the best of rolls. So it's a question of, do you find yourself in a difficult situation? And you start working down the shoreline instead of into it or away. So You go with the direction of the wind. And you hear splashing. Violent splashing.
I go towards it. 100%. I'm going towards my friend.
Like hyper aggressive, being careful not to get swept away in the rapids.
Sure. We'll
Which
go
one?
with that. I have a high survival. I will avoid dying.
All right, you start moving down, and for your turn, you'll be running down the shoreline, trying to keep up with him. All right. Nox, you are tumbling down through the water. What would you like to do?
Athletics to get out,
You may.
please, if I can.
Yep, another 4 points of damage. Give me your athletics check.
Disadvantage, advantage, regular.
Regular.
Okay,
No vision required here.
awesome. Oh, oops! I accidentally clicked it for proficiency. Sorry.
Okay, with the 19 athletics, you push yourself out of the water. Again, taking that 4 points of damage from earlier, so 8 total between the last two turns, and or between the troll's turn and your turn. But as you push yourself out of the water, Kia, you hear Nox 5 feet away from you, thud into the ground.
Oh, hi, Nox. Thanks for
Oh.
phoning me.
That's where you are. I
Yeah,
would have
but-
thrown a rope, but for some reason it mysteriously disappeared.
I wonder what happened to it. Oh well. it's
Same
fine.
here.
It's fine. Maybe we should just wait here until the others join us eventually.
All right, so we're gonna do some moving back, and down here, as the snow and the wind begins to clear. I need to provide that, and completely and almost completely clears. Clearer than it has been your entire journey.
Oh look, guys, I can kind of see.
From the, as you can see on this map here, and I'll do a quick doodle. This direction. Oh, that's a weird color. What is that? This direction and this direction. The snow continues. This is almost like an alleyway where you can see the snow is split around. Daylight streams through very clearly. And the old hag circles back down. She shouts, "Want to try that again?"
No.
Told you I don't have 100 gold.
You didn't have to attack her.
Who says I attacked her? That was a tidal wave. It was a flash flood, guys.
It's a river. It doesn't take a druid. So that rivers don't do that.
I'm a druid and I know flash floods exist.
No, I'm saying tidal waves in a f***ing river.
Nox.
Seen it
Nox
happen
would be-
before.
Were they caused by you?
No.
Nox would be saying something, but he's just vomiting up water right now.
Oh, she'll be more. She's flying. She's hovering around in the air, about 15 feet up over the bridge, just kind of back and forth. She says, "Yo bickering when you're out of my sight, not now."
I bust out of my igloo at that comment and go, well, you know, if you just lower the price, we'd probably get out of your hair faster. What's
See, that's true.
gold?
He could have said that if you hadn't attacked them.
Jabo, I didn't hear that last word.
What say you about 50 gold?
Give me a persuasion check.
With 0 positivity, yep.
Okay. 50 gold and something precious, each of you.
You want the druid?
Oh, take
I can tell she's very precious to you.
Sorry, they don't think I'm precious at all.
Actually, I don't know how waterlogged they are.
Oh, both of you are soaked to the bone. You are shivering,
Okay.
and you will need to find ways to warm up in the next 10 minutes, or you will begin taking exhaustion levels.
So Knox will pull out some soggy cookies from his pack.
Well, I have a few things that you could choose from. I have some pants that I got from an encounter. I've got a to-go cup from a bar. I've got let's see what else. I got a Yeti skin.
She says, I'll take 1 Yeti skin and 50 gold from you.
Alrighty. And I will hand over the Yeti skin.
Oh, it's 50 gold for each of us?
And
Wait, is it
something
gonna be?
precious.
Isn't it gonna be both ways? Because I really would rather we walk along the river and try to find another path.
Oh yeah, does this count for both ways or just the one?
Give me a persuasion check, Kia.
Okie doke, let me just get into my skillios.
Is she right next to me?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Kia is, yeah.
Yeah, I was...
I'm gonna grab her by the shoulders, like, you've got this, guidance.
Okay.
She did the action before you were able to do that.
Yeah.
But that's a fantastic
still got
persuasion roll
this.
either way. She says, "Fine, 1 way, just hurry up. You cross now, go."
Okay, I will cross.
I'm
I'm just gonna...
leave the
Yep, I dropped the Yeti skin for her.
gold.
Yep.
Okay,
Woo.
she takes it. She swoops down, picks it up, and starts flying around again. Next.
So hard, Joy.
Huh?
Was that hard?
Was what hard?
Bartering!
I don't know how to barter.
You two stop arguing in chat.
Knox is gonna raise his hand. How about I make something for you?
Precious
like
to
some-
you.
What I make is pretty precious. I make well-forged swords.
I'm going to... You can roll deception if you'd like. But she is insisting on something precious to you.
Yay, deception, the thing I don't have proficiency in. Normal?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck, I lost it. There it is. Yep.
Someone tell me what's precious to this squat one.
His god.
I don't want that. Ooh, your holy symbol.
Oh shit.
I was trying to help you out, but that backfired.
Is that...
I agree so.
He's just gonna...
He's gonna pull out his book.
Okay. Which one's this?
This is his background book. This is a collection of sketches that I've kept for the last 40 years of my life. Well, actually, most of my life. This is my life's work. Everything that I've done in the past 40 years is written down on these pages.
Deal, she shouts. You make pass, drop the book and the coins on the bridge.
Is it my turn? Is it my turn?
She sweeps down, takes the book, but the troll this time reaches up and takes your coins. It is your turn if you'd like, Joy. She seems to be waiting for
I'll
somebody
give her
else.
50 gold in the painting of Anthony Piles.
Wait. Are you just wandering around with the painting of Anthony
I
Piles?
have it in my
right.
breast pocket.
It's a painting!
Yeah,
It's an
mural?
artwork on a piece of paper.
I thought it was like
It
frame painting.
it is a painting on canvas.
yeah, you don't have that folded up. In
I
your front
have my
pocket.
bag on me.
All right, give me a D100, 50 or higher. I will buy into that. 49 or lower, it's hanging on a wall in the ship.
Oh, god damn it! What else do I have in my inventory? I have a packet of mint seeds. That's all I got on me. Mint seeds and watchroot seeds. Take your pick, DM, since I don't have my painting on me.
What are you gonna offer?
My seeds.
Give me a persuasion check. She'll take all of your seeds.
That's here. Have them.
Are you carrying the chaos seeds with you?
No, I already sent those away because
Oh, you put them
somebody
away.
told
Okay.
me I needed to.
She'll take your seeds and your 50 gold, and she'll take that 50 gold and she'll let you pass. And you see her up at the top of the broom and she's flipping through the sketchbook now. What kind of art is in this sketchbook?
Naked dwarves.
Art inside the sketchbook?
It's the ship art.
It's, well, not just ship art.
Okay.
It's pictures of any sea creatures that he's found in his time on ships. It's sketches of potential ships that he'd want to make. There's architectural planning. It's a carpenter's workbook for a shipbuilder.
Okay.
For like, these are all everything I want to build in my life.
She continues to fly around. She says, "Who's next? Pay the troll toll."
God, the troll toll is dumb.
Can I just cross this tree?
Sure.
Are you asking her? Oh, okay.
Sure. How slippery does this tree look?
50-50 shot whether it holds your weight.
I'm gonna, cause I still, Kester, do you still have the other end of my rope? Like,
Yeah,
you still
of
have
course.
my-
Yeah.
yeah, I'll take my rope back.
Tie it around. I see what you're done.
Yeah, I'm gonna tie it around myself, and then I'm just gonna like kind of ball up the other end of it, like see if I can tie that up into like a bigger, like it doesn't have to hold tight, just has to hold for like a few seconds, not.
Sure.
And I'm gonna chuck it across.
It goes across easily. It's only 10 feet.
Yeah. Kia.
I'm all. Oh yes, I will
Not-
run over.
Nox will go over and help her as well.
Oh yeah, cause yeah, you're over there now too. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, with the other end of the rope, one end tied to me, and I'm gonna hold the end tied to me. No, I'm doing my arms for balance. I'll go across.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Holding on tight.
You can do it at advantage.
Okay. Jesus, bad rolls.
You make it over. On an 11, you cross it over a couple hops and you jump off to the other side. And the hag cackles, laughter booming as she flies away.
See, she was evil. I told you.
I mean, it was a puzzle. Like it was something we had to solve. You didn't have to attack her. This was all so much easier. You just would have waited. We were talking about the tree. We had this idea. We were talking through things.
Tree?
Yeah.
What tree?
The
The
one,
one
that
I
he just
just
crossed.
walked
This-
over.
The troll lifts his head above the bridge and says, "You guys have any more of that gold?"
No.
Do you eat it?
Did the hag like fly away? Like it's gone?
You see her, she flew, yes, away and gone.
Somebody really needs to get rid of her.
I'm gonna
Why-
attempt to.
why do you
World
ask
needs
me?
less people like her.
Oh,
I'm
I see.
gonna
World needs
attempt
less
to
people
walk
like
across
you.
the bridge with
You
the
say
frog.
that, but I do
The-
a lot of good.
The troll, his hands, enormous as they are, he puts them in front of you as you start to walk, says, "Pay the toll, troll."
But she's gone, so I figured I could walk across just fine.
It's not her bridge.
What was she doing
Nox-
here then?
Being,
Did she take your money? She took your money.
she's been taking my money.
Why haven't you done anything about it?
Cause I told you she was a bully.
Shh. Yes.
You can stop right now.
She took what was precious to me in the troll toll, 50% of the toll.
Why'd you let her do that?
Yeah.
Because she's mean, bigger than
I
me.
mean- Oh, okay. What would you do to me?
Time out, what? How is she bigger than you?
Metaphorically bigger than me.
Have you tried to eat her yet?
You should just try to eat her.
He holds up 2 fingers. I tried twice.
Oh.
RV Yeti's bigger than
Troll.
you.
Oh, no, but they pay the troll toll.
Wait,
Yeah, these
Yetis
have-
pay the troll toll?
Everyone pays the troll toll. What kind
Only
of toll would it
Tiger.
be if I could not enforce the troll toll?
Well, you did it with her. Anyways,
That
another
hurt.
question.
That really hurt.
It's okay.
I mean, you've been trying to hurt others. I'm only getting to the point here.
Troll.
Now, what possession did she take of yours?
The toll.
What,
Oh,
are
that's
you
your
saying-
possession?
Everything I've been collecting, she took half.
That's ridiculous. Why do you put up with that?
Why do you put up with that?
I didn't.
He did.
Miss-
And he
Mr.
points
Troll,
over
can
to
I
the-
make you
to
a
the-
deal?
To the dwarf.
I'm already on the other side.
You can make me a deal.
First of all, I'm sorry about before. I didn't know you were being bullied into this
It
situation.
was kind of an awkward moment. If we could forget about that.
Yeah, we'll forget about that. Nobody else knows what happened, so we're forgetting about it.
We're forgetting about that.
Anyway,
I didn't mean it.
forgetting
What?
about?
Shut up.
Exactly.
What I would like to offer
This
you,
is why Nox is my favorite.
Where's my spider?
what I'd like to offer you. Have you ever tried using a weapon before?
He twists his face in thought and says, I'm a weapon.
That's right,
But
I did that.
You are a weapon, but tell me, have you ever tried swinging a hammer?
Granny says that hammers are fun.
Wasn't talking to you.
I know you weren't talking to me. I was talking to the troll.
I've not swung a hammer.
Can you give the troll a hammer? Because honestly, that sounds kind of awesome.
I can make
Big
the troll a hammer.
A troll-sized hammer?
Yes.
Ooh, I want
In
to see.
exchange for allowing me and my friends free passage, I can use some gold. And
I
make
like
you-
gold. I'll just take the gold.
What do
I
you
could
do with
also-
gold?
I keep it,
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Would you like to put it to use?
but it didn't. Would I have gold?
You would have a golden
You-
hammer.
You'd have a little bit less, but you would have a golden hammer.
That sounds a lot like commerce, and I've been told to avoid that.
How is he
You-
both stupid and smart?
I
Wouldn't,
kinda-
okay, it works like this. You would lose gold as a mass, but you would have it in you would have the same gold, just in a different shape. It's sort of like ice. You can have ice as it is now, or you can have it as water,
And-
or you can have it as steam.
Can I have it as coins?
You just want to keep it as coins?
How much do you need, Nox?
I don't know, how much do I need? A mall is 10 gold. I'm wondering how much it takes to turn a mall to giant size.
We would say doubling.
Doubling.
The
Mhm.
30 or 40?
40.
40? I'll just and hand you 40 gold.
No.
That's funny.
Hand him
Yeah.
20. I'll hand him 20.
Okay.
Okay. In exchange for me and my friends passing, I will make you a weapon. Is that fair?
Give me a persuasion check at advantage. You spent a lot of effort into persuading him, so I will throw you an advantage.
I keep putting my fingers on the fucking buttons for moving in games because I've been playing games lately out of habit. Like, I keep hitting W, A,
It's a
and
great
D.
home row. With a 14, he says, okay.
All right. I'll make you that hammer. I need a little while to work on it. I'm gonna sit down here if you don't mind.
Yep, I'm going to make a
For
fire.
now,
to
can we?
fry
Yeah,
off.
I was about to ask. Can we start a fire?
That'd be a great idea. I'm freezing.
We'll do it over here, Mr. Troll, if you don't mind.
No one crosses until I have my hammer.
Can I just
I
jump the
do
river?
go up to the troll though, and I go, "Hey, buddy. By the way, when you get that hammer, hide it under the bridge, and when she least suspects it, swing it and knock her out."
It's great that the effect you've created by covering your microphone and talking to us in a low voice.
Hey, audible?
Yes.
It's audible.
Yeah, I,
think-
can hear you. I can understand you. I heard everything you said.
All right.
It sounded more like you were far away than you were quiet.
Oh, it just.
I think we were coming in through another microphone.
Probably
Anyway.
Might be mine.
He says, we just say tell him to hide and hide the hammer and hit her with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll practice hitting
yeah,
things.
definitely.
Hit the bridge.
And he
No, don't hit the bridge.
Don't hit the bridge. Don't hit the
We
bridge.
need that.
That
Don't hit the bridge until we come back.
So
There's no bridge, she can't bully you.
I'm gonna need a survival check to start a
What if
fire
there's no
on
bridge?
each side of the bridge.
You
All
want
right.
it from everyone or from?
People on
Whoever's
each
making
side.
fire.
One person on each
I'll
side
do
can
the
make it at
survival on
advantage.
our side.
Sounds good.
Well, I rolled a 22 for my side.
But
Okay.
we got advantage. Let's make it better.
Hey, wait, question.
Oh,
Didn't
wow,
Casey
sorry.
say it was 10 feet across? If you have 10 feet of jump, can't you just jump across
Yeah,
this?
that's
thing?
why I asked. Can I just jump it?
You absolutely can try.
I have
Can
an
I-
11.
can
I
I-
have an 11 strength, so yeah.
Can I get over near where he's going to jump it and try to, like, if he starts to fall, like, I'll stand back from him, but if he starts to fall, reach for it and grab him?
All of you easily and successfully, with at least a 10 strength, can run and jump over this. As the troll,
I'm so glad I'm already on the other side of the river.
the troll
Well, in
looks a
that
little
On
bit
the other
sad
side of the river.
as he
In
watches
that
you skip
case-
the bridge.
You're
Yeah.
still getting your hammer, don't
My
worry.
my frog can leap 10 feet easily, up to 20 up and 10 across.
Oh, it's a frog. You're fine.
Yep.
As
And I go
as
for 13 strength.
each of you leap over quite easily, clear the thing. The troll goes, "Oh, they figured it out. I really need to find a longer waterway."
Hey, Mr. Troll, I'm still gonna make your hammer. How about a separate deal? A different deal?
I'm listening.
You help us kill the hag and we split whatever she took from you.
I'll help you kill the hag just because she's a bully.
Meanwhile, the entire time, Nox is still making this thing. in
I'll
front of
take
him.
her deal, not yours, because in her deal I get my gold back.
Well, with her deal,
Nox
you
is-
only get her help. And you saw how good that was.
He
Oh, don't be an
makes
asshole.
a good point.
I'm not an asshole. I make a good point, see? I'm just
I
right.
think you're being an asshole.
You could
You
he
can
could
go
be
by yourself
both.
against her.
Oh, I'm
I'll help
sensing
you
a
kill
lot
the
of
hag.
hostility. I don't know if I want to get in the middle of all this.
That's what I would.
Might
Yeah,
be a little
best
smart
not
troll.
to troll.
How about
By the way,
the?
what's your name?
Oh, I'm Brendan.
Nice to meet
Brendan,
you, Brendan.
Brendan the troll. So Brendan, did you?
Brendan, that's a wonderful name.
Fraser?
Oh no.
Everybody's talking at once. If you could just slow down and only one person talk at once, it would really help my ears.
Brendan,
We need a
did
talking stick.
That's two people.
Brendan, did you build the bridge?
I did.
It's very nice work.
Thank you.
Yeah, for the lack of materials you have, this is actually pretty good.
It's, you know, there's a couple of squirrel skulls in the middle to help to support it.
How did you keep it together? What mortar did you use?
Oh, that's squirrel paste.
Did you just take the squirrels and go to them?
You take two squirrels and you grind them together until they stop moving, and the juices that come out act as an adhesive.
They coagulate.
This troll has a half a level in alchemy.
So you know about 10 seconds ago when I said I wouldn't marry the troll? Nox might marry the troll for his ingenuity.
You can start
As
a
you-
bridge business.
As you look closer, you do see like bits of old fur, like meshed into the areas between the stones. Ship them.
I ship it.
You shut up right now, Tom.
Damn it, Larry.
There's your ship name.
They can build the ship together. Aww.
With squirrels.
I think they'd look cute on a squirrel picture too.
I'm king of the what? I should not be 10 feet off the ground, Brendan. Put me down.
As he, imagine like in half the scenarios he drops you in the water.
Pay the toll.
Every time you get to a bridge, he stops and turns around. The troll toll.
Yeah, you have to pay the troll toll to get in this boy's hole.
You get on. You got to get onto the boat. And they got that gangplank that goes from the pier to the boat. And he stops in front of all of you. Goes troll toll.
It's not how that works, friend.
All right.
He'd be a great bouncer.
He would be. Oh my gosh.
You shall not pass.
Troll, troll. Oh, you're a lady? Go right in.
You see him.
Who you calling a lady?
He takes a moment, and he starts to look over his bridge. and he sees a large chunk of bridge missing where the dwarf was standing.
I hope that this works.
And that's where we're going to call it for the night.
Alright.
Oh, we're gonna have to kill him now.
No, our dwarf can build bridges.
We spent a day in the frozen tundra. Do we level up?
Yeah.
Our dwarf cannot.
I need him.
I'm sorry to tell you, the dwarf cannot build bridges. He doesn't have.
Why?
He doesn't have quarry tools.
Wait,
Sorry.
can you use mending? Use mending.
He's
on
got
the
a
bridge.
troll.
I do have mending. Mending can work. Okay.
You have a
We have a
troll.
Yeah.
You guys can
I
level
have
up.
mending too. All.
Level up. All right.
Yay!
We're equally leveled with the deputized delvers.
How did that happen?
They out-level.
He likes them
The
better than us.
deputized delvers level up every game.
While Quas
slow
Mojo is
down.
probably right. They should have probably leveled up last session.
So we just leveled up, and now I got to do Natural Explorer again. So I picked Arctic.
You were learning. Look at you.
Yeah.
The igloo taught you something.
I get an extra AC, and I now have resistance to fire.
Oh, my man.
I'm slightly more roguey.
So today you traveled the tundra, battled Yetis, met the Great Ice Hag, and Brendan the Troll. Next time is going to be next Tuesday at 6 p.m.
Yay.
Pacific.
Yeah.
Woo! We're gonna go ahead and close out the stream, and we'll talk for a little bit. But today, I'm gonna keep streaming today, so I'll be back after a quick huddle with these guys, and because I'm Witcher addicted.
Nice.
Anybody else streaming after this? I can give you a shout out. So Jamie will be streaming.
Yep, I'm gonna
Um,
stream Marie's room, which apparently doesn't have save points.
Ooh.
I'm gonna stream some Payday 2 with some friends.
Okay. So check one of these beautiful people out. Whenever I'm done, I'll throw you guys in one of those directions as well. So I'll see you guys back in about 10 minutes, and we're gonna take a nice huddle. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Later.